said, we'll probably go on. I've been on Ark today. I left the last. Alright, let's pause music a minute. Yeah, like I said, sorry about the last video I did, where I cut it short. So, yeah, because I went to play with my a couple of mates on Ark, but not streaming. We weren't streaming, so yeah. I said I haven't forgot about Ark. I just want to say that I haven't, all my Ark viewers, I haven't forgot yous. Because I know you've been you've been going mad with watching me taming dinos and stuff. It's just yeah, I just been getting back into WarFrame as well. Like I want to do, if you're you know me on my channel anyway. Like I play numerous of games. I've got Battlefield streaming, Battlefield 5 streaming. I've got FIFA 19 streaming. I've got what other things do I stream? Like anything that I enjoy really, I stream. So like WarFrame's one of those things I enjoy. I've played it for a number of years now. I wouldn't say I'm advanced at this game, but I know a fair bit, like for like the starter stuff. I know what's good for starting out. Like I'm only mastery rank 10, right? And like I said in the last video, mastery rank don't mean shit in this game. I'm sorry to say that. Anyone tells you need to be mastery rank 50 or whatever, or I'm mastery rank 50, look at me. All it is bragging rights, that you've completed everything in the game, and it's bragging rights because you've unlocked you've unlocked everything. And as I was saying in the last video, like mastery rank 12, you get the gate, like as Cobra says, you get the gate key of WarFrame is given to you at mastery rank 12. So what that basically means is you're given all the end game weapons, like the requirements to meet. So, like if you go to my foundry, like you'll see what I mean when I go in the foundry and explain it properly. Like some of the weapons required to be mastery rank 13 and above. Like mastery rank 13 or above that. Like, so if you're like me, like mastery rank 10, you can't use any of the or some of the prime. You can't use any like mastery ranked weapons that are locked, unless you're unless you meet the requirement of 13, rank 13, mastery rank. So so anyone that's saying, oh, you need to be mastery rank 50 to get this and that, they don't know what they're talking about. They're just giving you false information. I would say focus on getting to mastery rank 12 or higher, and then you can practically get anything you want, really. Like you get everything is accessible, like, so, like, do you know what I mean? Everything is accessible at mastery rank 12. Like I've got weapons at mastery rank 11, which is my next weapon I'll be leveling up when I get to mastery rank 11. I'm only mastery rank 10, as I said. But yeah, in the last video we was leveling up Hydroid, and we're continuing with that today as well. But yeah, like I said, man, yeah, I've got my Rhino build I want to show you at some point in the series, because we touched on it in the early videos. I might touch on it in this video again, because the more I tell you about my Rhino build, the more people I can notify about my Rhino build, the more people are going to be like, well, we see what you mean. Yeah, it's a good build. And like I said, my Rhino build is all credited to my brother, and for him making the build. So like I said, I don't take no credit away from my brother, man. I always credit my brother, man, because like I said, without him I wouldn't be playing WarFrame, because like I fell in love with Warframe when I seen my brother. I didn't have a PlayStation for like when PlayStation first come out, I was still on Xbox. I weren't on next gen consoles when the next gen consoles came out. I was still on like Xbox 360, playing on that piece of crap. Now I call it, man, it's a pile of junk. I was playing on that pile of junk, but at the time it was like my thing. I was hyped on the big Xbox wave bandwagon, and I fell in love with Warframe, watching my brother play Warframe. Like I was like, what game is that, man? That looks cool, man. To see him like going like I said, doing mobile defense missions. It was the first thing I seen my brother do, and he had the Orphus, which was the melee weapon, or as my brother and his group of mates call it, the paddle, because that's essentially what you do with that weapon. You just go paddling, like you walk in a line and paddle. And so say you was in like a rowing boat, you just paddle left to right, and it will just annihilate everything. And like I said, I was watching my brother when I fell in love with Warframe. I was sitting on the Xbox, just now and then looking at his screen, going, "What the fuck's this?" Like, do you know what I mean? And I fell in love with Warframe. I just have one. If you want to know why the screen went a bit, if you got a little pop up on the screen, it's because one of my mates is one of my mates is messaging me, joining the party, or wants to play. But as I was saying, yeah, like the Orphus was shredding things, and I fell in love with the game Warframe because yeah, thanks to my brother, because I see him playing the game. Like I wouldn't be playing it if it wasn't for my brother Jack. So yeah. And then, like I said, he's passed knowledge on to me and taught me everything I know. Cobra's taught me, like I keep mentioning them, like all my mates that play the game. They basically essentially raised me on this game, man. Raised me with the knowledge that I know. They nurtured me and taught me everything I know about Warframe. And like I said, as I'm mastery rank 10, I'm like low levels. They're like Cobra's like mastery rank 24. He doesn't brag about being 24 or anything like that, but he's taught me and he knows a lot about the game. He's been playing it since it first came out, and he's got his own dojo. And like I said, him and Green would go off, and they got separate dojos. They formed an alliance together, and they all I'm in Green's dojo, and yeah, they've all taught me everything I know about the game. And like I said, I'm mastery rank 10. I'm still essentially a noob in this game, or if you want to be like mastery rank levels, I'm a noob. And yeah, they've all I'm still learning things from them as well about the game, and what I'm always learning, and that's what I love about Warframe. Like you're constantly learning, like new things, like what weapons are good for you. So yeah, I touched base with that, and yeah, so I just wanted to credit those for teaching me about Warframe. And like I said, like Jack, my brother, like I say, if anyone says that, you hear me say it's my build, I say that now because like he plays the game, but like I said, he's done everything, and he's only mastery rank 16. He's completed all the quests, or most of the quests apart from the new ones. Like all the old stuff he's done, and he's just passing information on to me, and he wants to do the new map areas and stuff. But yeah, yeah, so basically, Rhino, that Rhino build, I give full credit to my brother because like he's the founder of that build. I would call
a new
him. If
alert
you
has
ever were,
begun. Will be marked on navigation.
if there was like a thing like he doesn't want to, like he will take credit for it where credit's due and that. But like I said, he made that build, man. That was him sitting there putting all his knowledge of the game and of builds and stuff, and with all his knowledge in the game, he was like, "Oh, Joe, you need to try out this build, man. With rifle amp to this build here, this tanky Rhino build, and if we have everybody running this build, like not everybody running this build, but like everybody in my group running this build, we get shit done with this build, man." And like I said, I give the full credit to Jack for making this build, man, because like I said, I absolutely love this build, man, because without Jack passing the knowledge, like I was like, Jack, I want to be tanky, and he was like, well, Rhino's a tank build anyway. He's a tank in the game, if anything. He's set up to be a tank. And yeah, he made this build, and then like I said, I call it my build now because like I said, I'm using it still. Like I'm still using it, I'm still running it. So it's also my build now. And then like I said, like I said, man, I give full credit to Jack. He's the founder of this build, man. And like my brother Jack, he founded this build, so he made this up. Like he put all these mods in here, spent hours sorting it all out, and then he shared the information like you would with you. Like once you found something that's really good, like you go and tell people about it, and that's what I like about like, Warframe brings people together, man. And yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Warframe's a good thing of like bringing people together and sharing ideas and what you think is good. And yeah, so we're gonna stream. I said we're gonna level up Hydroid in this video, and then some point in the series of Warframe, we're gonna go and show off this build, man. And like I said, I want to get everybody running this build, like in my group. And like I said, they probably won't be, you won't be able to hear them on the mic and that because some of my mates don't like their voices. I mean, I'm not saying they don't like their voices, but they don't like to be like they don't want to say stuff on my stream and then like you call them out for it and going, oh, you said this on there, man. Me, I don't care what you say to me, man. Like if you say, Joe, you're talking a load of shit, or you know what I mean. I'm like, I don't really care what you think of me, innit? Like in that sense. But some of my mates, they like to keep themselves to themselves, like themselves a secret. But like I said, I give them credit. Like I said, every video you'll see me credit my mates because like Cobra and Jack, and do you know what I mean? All them, like my brother Jack, because them Cobra, especially Cobra, Green, and Jack, for like Warframe, man, teaching me things and sharing things with me, and like Green gets the credit for inviting me into his guild and or his dojo. So do you know what I mean? I'm always thankful for that because, like I said, I wouldn't be like my brother wanted me in the same dojo as him. But like I said, we're allied with Cobra and another friend of mine, and yeah, we just bounce between the two dojos, and me and my brother, we just bounce between the two dojos now and then, and yeah, that's what we do. And yeah, our group of mates, or my group of mates, we all share knowledge with each other. Like if we find something that's new to us, and like one of the teams created, and we suggest things, like most people on their YouTube channel suggest to use this build, but how many people do you see actually use that build? Some people use it for 5 minutes and go, yeah, I like it, and whatever, they're not comfortable with it, because, do you know what I mean, it's built for that person. Like, you can't take someone's build and use it, whereas this Rhino build, you can sort of do that, if you know what I mean. This Rhino build, anyone can pick it up and use it, man, because essentially you've got the armor, like the energy's good, so you can do the Rhino stomping is at a good rate, the health is at a good rate, and the shield, like the shield hardly goes down, man. It will go down later on in the waves, but it, like I mean, like you've got 930 shield before you get to the 660 health. So, do you know what I mean? And then you've got the added armor as well, which is 522. So, like I said, you've got the shield, you've got the armor before you get to the health. So, do you know what I mean? It's a tank build, and like I said, if you have 4 of these bad boys, like 4 of your mates running this exact build, I think my brother's got a few mods that are slightly different. Like I think he might have a couple of, either he's got the same mods as me, or he might have some rhythm mods on that I haven't got yet. Because like I said, mods, like, I don't know if you know, but mods are hard. Some of the mods are harder to get than other mods. Like I said, though, like the way like my group of mates have come to the realization that if you haven't got the mod and you go looking for a mod, you're probably not gonna find it unless you're running like with somebody that has that mod. So like it's sort of luck and chance if you're doing it solo. If you're trying to solo looking for mods and farm mods, the best way to do it is get on the microphone or in the chat box and ask, what mods do you have? Do you have this mod on you? Just say if you don't have a mod, say for example you wanted Prime Flow to drop for you in a mission or what have you, yeah, you would, for example, I'm using it as an example, so don't take my exact words for this, but what I'm trying to say is, if you had a certain mod, it doesn't have, like, you don't have to name mods, but if you had a certain mod and you wanted it, right, but you don't have it, if that makes sense. So you don't have the mod, but you need it because you've seen a build that you like. So say for example my build, you know about this. If you're watching this, you would know that you've seen my build, this Rhino build, and you wanted to create it, but you have certain mods missing, like you haven't got the Prime Flow or you haven't got the Rifle Lamp. And the only way to get mods is playing the game and doing missions and doing activities that get you mods and sorties that can drop you specific mods. But yeah, mods, for me, that some mods are harder to attain than other mods, and the way we've come to the realization, what I'm trying to say is, the realization is that if you haven't got a mod but your mate has the mod, it's more than likely, if you play with them long enough, eventually it'll go through a cycle of all the mods that they, not all the mods, but some of the mods that are the drop rate for that, some of the mods that have, like for example, if you wanted Vitality, for example, yeah, It's an easy mod to come by in the game. All you got to do is like run that easy mobile defense mission on Mars, and you'll get a vitality every time you run that. But yeah. But if you like I said, if you're running looking for a certain mod, but like if you can't get it in a mission, it's not dropping for you. That's what I'm saying. If it's not dropping for you, message someone in the message box. Do you have one? Sometimes they will tell you to go into the chat box, and you can literally, like I said, you could buy it off of someone if they've got duplicates. You could buy their duplicates for a couple of platinum to make platinum in the game, and that's what I was talking about last episode. That you can anything in the game, you can like even up to the currency, you can earn platinum in the game. You don't have to spend your real life money to make the currency platinum in the game. You can, like I said, sell mods for plat. Like if you've got good mods, and like I said, if you've got a prime flow, yeah, you ain't gonna get a lot of platinum for it, but if you have enough of them, or regular flow for example, even regular flow, if you've got enough regular flows lying around, like look how many flows I've got 2 sitting here already. Look, I've got 10. I've got 10 normal flows at 25 plus 25 energy max, so that's not even leveled up. And like I said, if you level it up with the blue dots, put the blue dots on it to level it up, use your endo to level it up, because that's what it requires to level up. And if you've got enough credits to level it up to max, you could say in the chat box, oh, I've got a level max. Don't take my words for this, but I'll just say, for example, I'm selling it for like 150 plat because I know it's a good mod. I will sell it for 150 platinum, and I have 10 of them. I could sell all 10 of those and make a decent amount of plat.
Navigation, Tenno.
But yeah, you would look in the chat box and see how much it roughly goes. So what you will put in the chat box is, I'm looking to buy flow. Yeah, it's an easy mod to come by, but like I said, if it's not dropping for you, you could buy it with platinum off the marketplace, or you could, like I said, join a game session and ask them, do you have flow? Do you have the mod flow? And all you gotta pray is that it drops for you. That's all you gotta, like, if you've got a solid group and one of you have flow, eventually, if you play, like I said, if you play with them long enough, it will drop it for you. It might have to run certain missions for it to drop a better stat card. Like, I don't know if that's a thing. I might have to ask Cobra if, say for example, if you wanted a gold mod, would you have to run a higher missions? I think that's how it works. The higher the missions you are, the better rewards you get. So yeah, that does make sense now that I say that. Yeah, so if you run high enough missions to get gold mods, so rather than bronze mods, but yeah, then you could yeah, you know, if you run high enough missions, then eventually you'll get that mod. But we've come to the realization, is like, once you've got the mod, what I'm saying, once you have the mod, it comes a habit of re-dropping you that mod. Like I said, I've got 10 flows just sitting here, and like I said, I could sell them if I wanted to make plat, but do you know what I mean? I don't sell my mods. I keep hold of my mods because my group of mates, we have, like I said, if I come across a new player that hasn't got flow, I'll be like, well, I could give you it for a bronze. Like, we have, like, with my mates only, we have this set up as if we want something from them, whether it's a primed mod, like we would ask for like a primed part. They would ask, well, if we will trade with each other and go, right, you've got a primed mod, that I need, I would ask him, or my mates, for example, I would ask my mates, what prime parts you've got for me? I need this part, have you got that part? And if they're not using it for themselves, and it's just, like I said, they're not using it or going to use it, or they've got so many duplicates of that primed part that I'm after. So say for example I wanted something off of my brother, he will go to me, Joe, if it's just a mod I'm after, we would give it my mates, we would or any of my mates, if we're say for example my brother, if my brother wanted a prime part but I wanted a gold mod or anything I wanted really, from prime mods to warframe parts to weapons, we would either give each other the mod for a bronze mod, because that's the way we do things. If it's something, we would either ask if they want any prime parts for in return for a trade to make them feel comfortable, but 9 times out of 10 we just give each other the crappy bronze mods, or we call them like for example, what's a useless mod in this game? Ammo capacity, for example. It's one of the most pointless mods in the game, because like I said, if you've got a vacuum in this game, you can vacuum all the ammo off the floor and it will give you the ammo back. So that's why we like, the theory is, why would you need extra ammo when you're never running out of ammo anyway? Like, yeah, you have to reload your gun, but you want more reload speed, not ammo. So yeah, that's the thing, man. So like for me, I see it, for me it's a pointless mod, ammo capacity, because like I said, I never find myself, for me personally, and a few of my other mates agree with me, because essentially it's a useless mod, because like you never find yourself with the vacuum. If you haven't got a vacuum, I say put ammo. If you're starting out, yeah, ammo is useful at the start, but when you get into the end game, you will find that you or even midway through, you find that you don't really run out of ammo. You've always got ammo in your gun, because if you're running a vacuum or got a vacuum, it vacuums it off the floor, like I said. And you can set up your little drone thing, I forget what they're called, but you can set up your little gadget guy to pick up ammo off the floor, and it's got a card where it allows you to pick up ammo off the floor. So when it drops, and it will convert the ammo as well. There's a mod that converts the ammo off the floor. So say like if you've got sniper ammo, it will turn into the ammo that for your gun. So say if you wanted it to be shotgun ammo, it will change the sniper ammo into shotgun ammo for you. And that's a good little tip there. But on the mod thing, man, like, all mods are good, but in my opinion, ammo capacity is the only one that I say you don't really need, because like it's useful, but if you can find a use for it, like if you want more ammo, then I say go ahead. Like if you just want extra ammo, I'm not going to stop you from having extra ammo or anything, but yeah, for me, I find I never run out of ammo. I'm finding that I don't run out of ammo, and I've noticed I don't run out of ammo because, like I said, my vacuum's set up where it picks up the ammo off the floor and converts it into the ammo I need. So no matter what it's doing, it's always converting all the ammos off the floor that drop, no matter what it is, into the ammo that I'm using. So that's a tip. So if I could find out what that mod's called, it will I could share it with you, man. And yeah, so if we come out of that, what's it called? Where is my vacuum? Prime carrier. upgrade. Yeah, so my carrier prime has, yeah, I put the ammo capacity, ammo case. Look, this is it. Increases ammo capacity by 25% and converts ammo pickups into for the required weapon after 2 seconds. So after a couple, so basically it's got 25% chance of, well, wait, no, it ain't. What am I saying there? Get it right, Joe. Increases ammo capacity by 25%. So putting this mod on gives me an extra 25% of ammo, is what it's saying there. Pickups into ammo. Wait, pick up into ammo for 2 seconds. Shield. Let me just see what this does. So, shields. Yeah, so yeah, I think this one, it converts the ammo off the floor that so I never have to worry about having extra ammo. So that's why this mod here will allow you to convert the ammo off the floor. I think that's what it does. So yeah, I run that on my carrier. So that allows that to do that. So I wouldn't have to run that extra ammo. I don't run it anyway, but if I was to run it, I wouldn't need to run it because I'm always getting ammo off the floor. If you see what I mean. So I'm never running out of ammo anyway. So we've always got ammo, but if you want extra ammo, then by all means I'm not going to stop you from putting it on. If it makes you feel better and comfortable, I can't tell you how to play the game. I can only help you get better at the game, and that, for me, it's one of the pointless mods for me anyway. I see it as a pointless mod because, like I said, it's pointless because I've got the thing on the carrier. That's what makes it pointless, because I've got that mod on my carrier that converts ammo off the floor into the ammo I need. I wouldn't need that ammo capacity, so extra ammo in my gun. So because I always have the ammo required for the gun off the floor. So if you find yourself not having enough ammo, I'll say use the mod that you want, the ammo capacity. But if you find that you're not, you can replace it for something better. You can replace the mod for something better. That's all I'm saying.
If I may say, operator, your chosen warframe suits you. Ha.
I know.
Ha.
Yeah, so like I was saying, with the mod thing, like we find that with the drop rate, that with the mods off the floor, like if you haven't got mods and you're looking for mods at the start, just do missions and defense missions and stuff like that, level up your guy, and you will get rewards, and doing higher missions gets you higher rewards. So like I said, if you set up your build like my Hydroid setup, for example, if I show you my Hydroid, regular Hydroid, because we're leveling up, if you focus in vitality reduction and steel fibre, focus on having the extra armour and shield capacity and health, yeah, you will do fine. And then if you're doing that technique, just level up Why leveling up? What I would say, when you're starting out in the game, you want as much resources as possible. That's the thing I'm trying to get to. You want to level up, get as much resources as possible. So the best way to get resources in the game has always been maximising, like going to all the loot caches and having a good solid group that actually doesn't extract when they complete a mission, because I find everybody, whether they're new to the game or end game, like no one I've seen when I play a game public on my own and I'm doing missions, like no one apart from the group of friends that I'm playing with loots everything, kills all the ads including the boss. No one utilises that method, like no one that I've played with other than my mates and my brother. None of us, no one I've played with in public stops and thinks and goes, wait, if I want to get the most XP in the game, I should kill all the ads, right? Then, as well as you get XP for completing the mission anyway, so you'll get bonus XP as well for completing the mission. You won't just get the XP for completing the mission, you get added bonus mission things. So you get XP for killing things. So if you kill all the ads, for example, say if I run a mission solo, and like if I'm running solo or with my brothers, I don't play with my brother and all my mates that play Warframe. I don't, if I'm on my own and they're not on, or they don't want to play Warframe on that particular day or whatever, I don't play public, because I find that I want to loot everything, and everybody, all they want to do is get on with the mission and complete it and go to the next mission and complete it and go to the next mission and complete it. No one actually wants to sit there and farm resources on the mission. No one wants to loot all the caches. No one wants to do any of that stuff. They just want to get in, get their mission done and go on to the next one, because they're too busy trying to get on the plains of Eidolon, when what they should be doing is leveling up a character to survive in Plains of Eidolon, getting a good enough build to be able to survive in the Plains of Eidolon, or whatever you want to call it. I don't, you know what I mean, bear with me guys, because I'm dyslexic, so, as well as got mental health problems, but yeah, I don't need to bring that up, and you don't need to know about that, but yeah, just bear with me. As I say, with some of the times the words, you know what I mean, but I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't pronounce words properly or whatever. But yeah, back it to on the point. So on the plains of Eidolon, or whatever you want to call it, on the open world Earth maps, we'll say, yeah. If you're going to them open world Earth maps, you need a Warframe that can. What I'm trying to say is, you need a Warframe and a good weapon that's gonna keep you alive out there, because you can't just be a low level and go to the plains of Eidolon and, do you know what I mean, do all them missions. Like, do you know what I mean? No, you know what I mean? You've got to level up your guy, you've got to. You still can get resources from doing the missions that ain't on Plains of Eidolon, but yeah, you want to utilise the amount of XP and the amount of resources you're getting, and like I said, and the amount of credits you get, because you always need, like I said, I've got 2 million credits in the corner, and some of you might go, oh, that's a lot of credits, that. But if you've played the game long enough, you never have enough credits. You can never have enough credits. Like, you can have 10 million credits. I still say credit farm. I always tell people to credit farm, because, or my mates tell me to, Joe, you've got 2 million credits. How about having another 2 million credits on top of that? So you have 4,000 4 million credits or whatever amount of credits you got, you can never have enough credits, because like I said, everything takes credits. If you're buying weapons, takes credits. Leveling up your mods takes credits. The dojo's stuff for your dojo takes credits. And then you've got trade tax takes credits and stuff like that. You've got the, do you know what I mean? You've got the trading method that takes credits away from you as well. So you can never have enough credits, like I mean. And then the other thing I would say, if you're new to the game on Warframe, is, like I said, just focus on leveling up a character, your Warframe, getting him how you want him. Not, I can't suggest, I can suggest builds, but like I said, it's building to your play style, isn't it? So that's what I like about Warframe, is that no one can use your build, like, unless it's that Rhino build I showed you. Like, anyone can pick up that Rhino build, man. You could be level 1 and pick up my Rhino build, or my brother's, like, you know what I mean, that build that my group of mates made for Rhino, including me. Like, I've tested it for them, and like, I've tested that build, and like I said, I can vouch for that build, because like my brother was like, Joe, try this build. Like, for example, like, I didn't, like I said, I was like, look, I was searching and searching, I was watching YouTube videos, what's the best Rhino setup, or like what's the best Rhino setups, and just like doing my own research, taking other YouTubers' builds, and they're telling me it's the best build for Rhino, like I tell you my one's the best build, and that, doing tests with that build, and yeah, it might be good for them, and that's what I'll say to you, innit? Like I said, all you can do is test that build. You can't, like, for example, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, you can't say, oh, my build's the best because for Rhino, and then everyone can pick it up and use it. It's not like that, because it's your play style. If you that makes sense, right? So what you would do is, if I've set it up to the way I play, like I play, like I said, with my, if you want to take my Rhino, we get on the Rhino bandwagon once more here. So where is Rhino Prime? Just so I can have a look at it, so I know what I'm talking about. Right, so my Rhino, no one can say to you that, oh yeah, use this build
Tenno,
and
there's a time
you're gonna
alert available. Check
right,
navigation.
Right, no one's gonna say to you, no one can say to you when they're talking about Warframe, oh, try this build out, because like I said, you set it up to how you play. That's what I'm saying. Like, you set up your Warframe to you, to suit you, and like I said, I can only say this is good for me and how I play, but and the way I play. So, but in this sense, right, this Rhino build, like I said, my brother built this Rhino build, so this is my brother's build. Essentially, he created this build, and then three other people have used this build, are able to use this build, and it just annihilates. And it's a very simple build. It's a tank. It's built. It's set up to be a tank, as I keep saying every time I mention Rhino. He's a tank build, and the more people know that he's a tank, that are new, so any newbies, or all them experienced players out there, this is like, you already know Rhino's set up to be a tank. But like I said, if you want to test this build and see how you do with this build, and like I said, like I said, my brother said, Joe, you're looking for a Rhino tank build, I've got a build that you could have, or if you've got the right mods for it. He said, if you've got the mods for it, this this build will be suited for you. And lo and behold, I had all the mods for the build, lucky enough, because like I said, the best thing for getting mods is running with a group, or either, like I said, either buying them off of the trade marketplace, or the vendors, or the easy way to do it is, like I said, like if you want to grind them out, the easy way to do it is do missions, do a bit of research and research what missions to do to drop a certain mod, but make sure the information you're reading, what I would warn you now, make sure the information you're reading is not from, like, is up to date, up to scratch, because the way you might attain them is a bit different, or it's changed to a new mission, or something's happened. That's all I would say. So do a bit of research, make sure the information you're reading is pretty recent, and yeah, do that. But yeah, so yeah, on the topic of, like I said, this Rhino build, so like I said, if you've got these mods, for me this Rhino build, I say anyone can use it, is because, and it's not set up for my playstyle. Like, I'm comfortable using, like, it's set up to my playstyle and how I played it, but it's my brother who created it, so technically it's my brother's playstyle. And then 4 people are able to, like, do you know what I mean? That's a good solid amount of people. Like, that's a full group of people can use this build and are comfortable at using my brother's build, which is this Rhino build here that I'm showing you. So yeah, I will say it's my build because I use it and I'm comfortable with it, and I mean, I've made it my build. I've proven to my brother that, yeah, you created it, and I give him credit for creating it, because like I said, without my brother I wouldn't have a Rhino tank build, and so I credit them lot for doing this build and making the build. And like I said, you want to be a tank with Rhino, this is one of the best tank builds I've seen. Like I've tried, like I said before, I was testing other YouTubers' builds. I'll watch YouTubes for days and weeks and go on Google wiki pages and see what I'll Google WarFrame wiki pages and see what builds are recommended, or so-called good builds to use. So if you want to test this build to see if you can play with this build, that's what I was saying. Like, if you haven't got a build that for new players it'll be easy, because you don't know what your playstyle route you want to go down is yet. So like I said, if you want to be a tank, Rhino is, if not the best, in my opinion, I'm saying my opinion, so that's not even my brother or any of my mates. For me, I find Rhino is the best tank out there, man. I've played it long enough. I tried to make other builds tanky, but for me, Rhino is the best tank, because and I think they would agree with me, because he's set up, he's like, without even putting any mods on, he's a tank, hence why he's called Rhino. So I set it, like, my brother set up the build and told me to put on rifle amp, continuity, vitality, streamline, heavy impact, reduction, continuity, prime flow, intensify and steel fiber, because it's utilised into his tank strength. That's why my brother set it up like that, because he's a tank. It's built around being a tank and withstanding damage. It also deals a lot of damage, and like I said in the last video, I sort of got this mod wrong. the information I put out was a bit wrong. I'm telling you that it stacks on my bow. It doesn't stack on my bow because my bow's not a rifle. I was looking at the rifle amp after I did that video and put it out. I was like, wait a minute, it says rifle damage. So if you haven't got a rifle, it's not going to stack. But if you're running a rifle, it will stack, give you that extra bonus damage on top of your damage putting out. So if I was running my Ignis, which is a rifle, it will give me an extra 27% damage on top of it. So that's why. And if you have 4 of them rhinos, which we're going to show you some footage, not in this video, because like I said, I'm focused on leveling up Hydroid at the moment and getting my mastery rank up, so I can get on with other things and stuff. But yeah, we will come back to Rhino. I just wanted to rant about Rhino for a bit, man, because like I said, why not? It's Warframe. Warframe's a good game to play. Like I tell you at the start, I said I'm falling in love with Warframe. Like I said, I'm not giving up on the Ark series. I'm trying to juggle all my streaming channels, all the things I stream and love to play. From now on, you're gonna just see me when I come on PlayStation. Don't expect me to do series like that. There will be called series, because I will be making multiple videos. But like I said, one day I might come on play like you've been seeing. Like the last couple of weeks, I've been putting out how many Ark videos, and like I said, everyone's loving that. But do you know what I mean? There's only so much I can take of taming dinos and going out building things, and it comes sort of like I said, there's so much to do in Ark and whatever, and playing Ark. But yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm sort of like, well, I can do the Ark thing and build, and everyone loves that, man. Everyone falls in love with the building builds, me going out taming things, and it goes horribly wrong now and then where I'm trying to tame dinos on the topic of Ark. So if any of my Ark viewers are watching this video thinking it's going to be another Ark video today, I'm sorry, it's not. It's a Warframe video. I haven't given up with the Ark. Ark's always going to be there. It's not going away. It's just that, like I said, I play so many games. I've got Red Redemption. I've got what other games have I got that I've brought? I've got Fallout 76 that I want to play. I've got so many games that like I said, I told you, man. Like I said, I don't work because of my mental health and the way that is not. I'm not fit enough to work. So with the money I get from my benefits, because I'm in the UK, I get benefits from my mental health. If I could work, I would be working, man. And that's what I would say to you guys, man. If you're like, if you're gonna like be one of them people and slate me, you're just another benefit person. No. Me, the way I see it, benefits are there if you need it. Like if you've got a valid reason, like I have with my mental health. Those, I know we're a bit off topic of Warframe at the moment, but I just want to say to you, like, if you're one of those people that go, what do you do with yourself, and you ask me all these questions about my real life, yeah, I have mental health. So, like I said, there's no point going into work if my mental health is not right. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not going to talk about that and how my real life is, but yeah. I like I said, I don't work. I sit at home, I make videos on YouTube with my time, and what's wrong with that? Like, I plug all my benefit money into doing this. Like, I don't get paid from YouTube. Like, YouTube doesn't pay me. I would love to be paid by YouTube to, do you know what I mean, have 50,000 viewers. Me, I don't care about the amount of views I get, man, or the amount of likes and subscribes I get. Me, what I care about is if I'm enjoying a game, I just want to share my experience and my knowledge of that game with people I hold dear to my heart, like my friends and family, and share with the rest of the world my knowledge on that game. That's why I put out videos. Like I said, there's some videos on there that have no views, but I still plug out the same series, and my mates go to me, "Oh, you get no viewers, you get no likes, but why do you still do the online streaming? You should just give up." I'm like, no, I'm not going to give up with the streaming. If I was working, I would still be putting out the same amount of videos that I do now, and that's a promise to all my viewers that view my channel, man. If I get a job, or because I want to get into work, but my dream job is to do this: sit at home, stream full time. That is my dream job, to stream games. So do you know what I mean? That I want to get paid at some point for doing YouTube, man, because, and like I said, the only way I can do that is if you support my videos and like the content that I put out and stuff, man. But yeah, at the moment, as me starting out as a YouTuber, I don't take to consideration if I get one, like if I get one view on my video with no likes, I'll still put out videos for that one viewer that sits there watching me, even though he don't like the video or dislike the video. All my videos haven't even got a dislike on them. So I don't know if you like the video, I don't know if you don't like the video, you just sit there watching me. And that's what's kind of cool, is that even though I'm putting out all this content and most of the time I'm talking crap on the video about, or I try to, like with my videos, like I said with WarFrame, I try to be knowledgeable and tell you things that I've been told and share my knowledge with the WarFrame community, and doing my streaming allows me to do that. So like I said, we've got my brother's community page. I have to ask him when I get a chance to talk to him, is your community page still running? Because a few people want to have a look at builds, and like I said, there's a bunch of starter builds. This build's even on there as well. So there's all sorts of things, and like I said, loads of people are going mad with my brother's community page, and then there's me streaming and proving to you that yeah, that build actually works. It holds up. It's not a load of cobs bollocks, if you know what I mean. It's not a load of, oh yeah, we say it's good and then you never see it in action and that. I try to show you the builds and the weapons I run, and like I said, like I'm trying to say, yeah, that all those people that say you need to be mastery rank this, or you need to, like, for new players, man, don't listen to them, man. If someone's telling you need to be mastery rank 50, they're taking you, like you go in the store, like I'm mastery rank 10 and I see it every time in the store. And because I'm knowledgeable with the game, because like I said, I've got the people that have played. I play with people that have played the game since it first come out. Like my brother and Cobra, who have just a shout out to Cobra and Jack, my brother, again, because they teach me everything in the game, and I'm always willing to learn things, and I listen and I take in, and Cobra will go, Joe, try this out, and like I said, the Imbolus, the little pocket Ignis, I was like, I don't want to use one day I was playing with Cobra, it was just me and Cobra, my brother was off trying to platinum another game because he's a trophy whore. That's what we call him in our group. He's a trophy whore, and you don't know what trophy whoring is. It's basically going around getting all the platinum trophies in the game. So now on your trophy list. If you don't know what that is, or achievement whoring, on if you're an Xbox watcher and you're watching a PlayStation video for some weird reason, because I know Warframe's on Xbox as well and PC and whatever, but we have a thing on here called trophies, and on PlayStation 4, and there's a trophy on there, a particular trophy that means you've got all the trophies in the game. You've completed the game 100%, and you've done everything to unlock the platinum trophy, and we call him the trophy whore. And that's what he was doing. So while he was doing that, I asked Cobra, I don't want to use the Ignis, but is there a side weapon that I could use that would do enough damage like the me Ignis? And he was like, Joe, I have got a weapon for you actually. I recommend you to use the Ignis, or he called it the Pocket Ignis, and I call it the Pocket Ignis now, because the way it's set up to build, so this little gun here, if you haven't got one, I recommend getting one. Go to your dojo to see if it's in there. If your dojo's unlocked it, go to your dojo and get it from there. I don't know any other way to get it. Try and get yourself an Imbolus, or we call it the Pocket Ignis, because the way it's set up is to deal corrosive. And like I said, I need Jolt on here, so yeah, I need to put Jolt in here to deal a little bit more damage, and that'll be the complete build. So I need to polarize this gun again, so it gets its rank. So it's been polarized once, so I need to do that again, so it'll go up again. Yeah, so that's what he recommended me to build. So like I said, if anyone's got any builds,
alert has begun. It will be marked on navigation.
So if anyone's got any builds they want me to try out, do you know what I mean? If they've got any builds they want to try out, just drop it in the comment section, and drop what mods I need to put on, and I'll have a look over the, so any experienced players, or even any little starter builds you might have that I could, do you know what I mean, that I could use for certain, depending if I got the mods from, that is. I have to check if I've got them mods, but yeah, that we could do that in this Warframe series. Like I want, like, do you know what I mean, if you've got any recommendations, like I said, I'm willing to try out your builds. Like I said, that's what I like about this game. It brings people together, Warframe, man. And like I said, I met Cobra through my brother, because, do you know what I mean, like he was always on there, and he was like, oh, you need to get a PlayStation so we can play Warframe with Cobra and Green and all those people. I'll introduce you to them and we can get on Warframe. And like I said, as I was saying at the start of the video, if it wasn't for my brother, when I was on the Xbox days, playing on when he had PlayStation 4 when it came out, playing Warframe when this came out, if he didn't bump into Green and Cobra, I wouldn't know any of this stuff that I'm sharing with you, if it wasn't for Cobra and my brother, man. If it wasn't for Cobra teaching my brother and Green for teaching my brother about the game, I wouldn't know anything about the game, and I probably would never have picked up the game. But the moment I clocked eyes on my brother playing Warframe, like I said, I've tried to delete this game. Like I said, I've tried to put it down, innit, and forget about it. But I just keep re-downloading it and playing it. I can't get enough of it, man. Like I said, it's the best free to play game out there, man. There's no for like cosmetic stuff, like the little stuff, man. It's got all sorts of stuff in here, man. Color palettes, down to the advance of a free-to-play game, man. This beats any other AAA game. Like most AAA games that they put out in recent years are fucking garbage compared to a free-to-play game do you know what I mean? That is free, and like I said, it holds up there, man. It's fun to play with a group of friends. If you just want to go around killing things, you can do that. If you like, I mean, there's more to it than that. There's quest lines and stuff, but like I said, most of my series has been me doing what they called defense missions and survival missions. Like my first ever YouTube video was a survival mission of me going 30 waves with this rhino build. So with the rhino build. So there's proof already out there that my build works and is tank, and I soloed that as well. That was me doing it solo, getting to 30 waves, and that's pretty impressive for a build. I probably could have pushed myself and went more, but for me, I was like I said, I was particularly farming a resource. So once I got that resource that I needed in the game to build something, I dropped out, because like I said, I was in there for a solid hour. Like for me, it was 30 waves took me an hour to do, innit? And an hour of real time, and yeah, I fully because I was talking about my build, as I always start off my episode, letting most of my videos at the start will be like a repeat of the first episode, where I tell you about like the recent ones in a couple of days. Like I've been telling you about my rhino build and non-stop promoting my rhino build, and crediting my brother for making the rhino build, because even though he made this build, yeah, like I said, most people make builds, yeah, like I said, most of them YouTube builds are all out of date now, but this one I've used this since before Plains of Eidolon was even out. That's why I say to you, and it's still, like I said, I've still used it. I still use this build, like, man. Like, most of the fucking builds you see on YouTube, they have, like, most of the builds you see on YouTube are all outdated, or they get nerfed, or they get, do you know what I mean? They get nerfed because, like I said, someone sees it, then it gets nerfed. But, like I said, I've always been using this build. It's on the community page, and most people have tried this build and they really love it on the community page. Like I said, we get comments on the community page saying, oh, this rhino build is absolutely OP. it breaks the game when it don't. You know, it doesn't break the game, man. It's that Rhino is a tank, and like I'm saying to you new people that don't know about the game, Rhino is set up to be a tank. It's in the name, for God's sake, man. Rhino's a tank build, so like I said, if you use this is just one tank build. There's probably better builds than my build, but for me, I'm comfortable using this build thanks to my brother, and I keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it, because like I said, if it wasn't for Jack, I would never have found the build for Rhino that I wanted. And like I said, I was doing so much research on YouTube and testing their builds out and giving them likes and saying thank you for, I think I might have found my build, and it wasn't really the right build. And then Jack was like, oh Joe, you're still new to the game, test this build out, man. I've got a build for you can have, and we can play about with. And then what happened was my brother was running the build because he just built it that day as well. Like, he didn't expect it to be so good, that build, this build that I'm showing you, man. He didn't expect it to be that good when he first showed me it. And he was like, oh Joe, try running the same mods as me, mate. And then we came to the idea is, if this goes down well, we're going to have an army of rhinos on our hands, man. Like a full squad of rhinos at one point. And we wished we live streamed it, so now I'm doing my live streaming Warframe. If I can get my brother to come on, and Cobra and a few other people, and show you how this Rhino build really holds up if you've got more than one person running it, and like I'll show you how it works in a public event on its own. I'll show you how it works with just 2 people running it, then 3 of you running it, then 4 of you running it, like a full army of you running it. Like, do you know what I mean? I'll show you that, the progression and how OP it really can be. And like, and no one's even nerfed it, man. No one's nerfed it, because like I said, I've used this in, like I said, before there was talks of Plains of Eidolon, man. Before there was even a sniff of Plains of Eidolon. And all this new content coming out. Before even Excalibur Umbra come out. This build that of Rhino has, I've been using it ever since Jack showed me, and that's like how many years ago now? And like I said, it's still not been nerfed, it's still not been nerfed, it's still not been like, none of the creators have seen to nerf this build. Like, they might have nerfed it now and then, like, because like as the years go on, I've seen it where the stats go down. Like, at one point the pictures might be a bit outdated, where you'll see it at a higher rate. Like before, I think the shield was up to 1,000 before. Like, but if I think my brother runs river mods on it, so if I ask him what river mods he's got, that'll be my next step. But for a starter build, and even end game, alongside my brother's build, if we practically run the same build with rifle amp, and we built it around rifle amp, if you haven't got rifle amp, this build's no good to you, man. If you haven't got rifle amp, like, the rest of the mods is no good to you, because like I said, it's purely built around rifle amp, because rifle amp, like I said, is damage increased on your rifle weapon. And like I said in the last video, I made a mistake. I said it could work on your bows and whatever weapon you're running. That's a mistake. I didn't read. You know what I mean? I was, like I said, I was up all night. I didn't get no sleep because I was making videos, and playing my games all day and night. And like I said, I didn't really clock on what I was saying, so I weren't paying attention to what the mod was telling me, and yeah, I'm sorry for that. So if you're new and you're going around running it on a freaking bow, take your bow off, put a proper rifle on. So find yourself a rifle that you're good with. Doesn't have to be the Ignis Wraith. If you haven't got an Ignis Wraith, you could use the Ignis. If you haven't got an Ignis, any sort of rifle you want to run, this will hold up. But like I said, I run it with my Ignis Wraith, and like I said, this build absolutely shreds. Like, he tanks. You're gonna see it when you see it, man. And you're running Rhino, man. And when I'm running Rhino, or like any of us are running this Rhino build, my mates. Like, my brother streams Warframe. My brother, like, and my mates. I'm trying to get all my mates that play Warframe to stream their Warframe, man. And I don't care what build you got, man. Like I said, me and my mates, we take each other's builds. Like we do. Like I said, me, I'm low rank. Like, I'm essentially the noob of the group, man. Because my brother's rank 16, mastery rank. Cobra's 24, mastery rank. So I'm essentially the noob of the group when I'm running with them, right? And like I said, master rank in this game doesn't mean shit. Like, we all say that. Cobra said it. He's experienced, man. Like, with the game, he's played it since it's come out, and he says master rank
there's a time-limited mission
it's just
alert
so you can
available. Check navigation.
It's just so you can brag. Master rank is just so you can brag. Really, that's all it's for. Bragging rights. It's like, oh yeah, I'm master rank 10, guys. I'm master rank this, and like I said in the community page, people try to take advantage of the low mastery ranks. So say if you're mastery rank whatever you are, like fucking, I don't know what end game mastery rank level is. I've forgotten what the cap is for the when mastery rank stops. But when you stop leveling up your mastery rank. Yeah. Like I said, them high-end mastery rank people will go in the store and go, oh, like I said with the Prime Flow thing, or the Flow thing I was talking about earlier, back on that topic, where we was talking about if you're going to sell your mods, and Flow's a good mod. Say for example I had Flow, I've got 10 of those, I sell them for 150 a pop. I've made quite a bit of a plat run there, for example, yeah? Add it up, you've got a lot of money, and you could probably get a full set of you could probably get a full primed Warframe build going, all the parts you need for a Rhino Prime, if you've got Flow and you sell it at 150 plat, for example. Say if I was to do that, I could probably get a full set if I was to sell all 10 of those for 150 plat. I could probably get another Rhino and Rhino Prime, or get a Warframe I don't have. Do you know what I mean? Or a weapon. So, do you know, that's what I'm trying to say to you, man. You can make the currency or anything in the game you can earn and make and get. There's no, oh, you have to plug your real cash into this game, and that's what I love about Warframe. That's another thing I like about this game, man. It encourages you to grind, it encourages you to spend a little money if you so want to spend the money. It's not in your face like GTA, slapping you a shark card every 5 minutes. Oh, buy me, because you have to get shark cards. Do you know what I mean? Because you can't grind. They force you into it, like Rockstar force you into getting shark cards, in my opinion. Like, they put the grind rate for money at so minimum. Like I said, in GTA, if you want to talk about GTA for a minute, like you do a lot of grinding for less rewards. Whereas Warframe actually, if you want to compare it to Warframe, the way they set up is that Warframe, you grind and you actually see that when you get a reward, whatever it is, the mod you want, or whatever you're doing, you do you know what I mean? You feel like you've got the rewards you know what I mean? The reward system's better, in my opinion. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you feel that, yeah, you've achieved something. The game's rewarding you for all your hard work, is what I'm trying to get to. That's it. Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna go with. Like, yeah. So you like, you spend all them hours grinding away, and then you get no, like in GTA, and you get no reward. But when you play Warframe, if you compare it to Warframe, like, you grind and then you reap in the rewards. Like, you thrive in getting rewards in this game, man. Like, it will chuck you mods that you need. And like I said, when I first started out in this game, I had mods in my system, and I was like, why ain't you running that, man? Like, why ain't you putting that mod in there? Like, you've got all these good mods and you're not even using them, like. And I was like, Jack, I don't, like, at the start I was like, Jack, can you teach me how to play this game properly for once? Because like I said, like I said, when I was starting out, I didn't know what goes where, what it meant. On, like I said, if my brother didn't sit down one day and just say, Joe, just do this and do that and put this mod in here and put that mod in there, and there's days where I still learn to this day. Like, I'm mastery rank 10. I'm not end game, but I have, like I said, most of these end game people don't have what I have. Like, some of the, like, low key, is it low key? No, limbo. Like, there's some people that don't have limbo. I have limbo prime and regular limbo. There's, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? There's so many, and I'm not bragging that I have it. I'm just stating the fact that some of these M players, they're like, oh, you need to be mastery rank 50 because you can get all this and all. You know what I mean? They feed you false information about the game, just so because they wanna do you know what I mean? They wanna, I don't know what they wanna do really. They're trying to show off to the newbies and say, oh yeah, you can only attain this mod. That, like, you get people that say in the chat, like, I asked for a rhythm mod a couple years ago, and like I said, I've been ranked 10 for quite a long time now, because I haven't been playing the game, and I came back to the game, and like I said, I was trying to buy a mod, and I would ask, and they look at your mastery rank. When people in, like, on PS4, I'm not sure how it is on PC Marketplace or Xbox. I don't play on them. I play on PS4, and in the PS4 auction house thing on Warframe, where you can, like, the chat menu box where you can, like, sell your prime stuff and your mods and whatever. They try and take advantage of the low mastery ranks because they feel they have more. They're mastery rank 50. I'm more better than you because I'm 50. So, or whatever mastery rank they're fucking at, right? And then what they will do is they will try and trick the low level ranks into giving them more money for a mod that's worth, say for example, Prime Flow. It's not worth 150 on the market, right? But the reason why I said that, I was using it as an example. I wasn't saying it's a legit 150. Don't take my exact words for it's 150, right? But for example, if it was 150 in the marketplace and I've seen it, then I've asked someone like Cobra, how much would a Prime Flow go for, or how much would a regular flow go for, and then he will go and do some research, and he would tell me that, oh, say for example, for my example, I'm saying that prime flow is 150. He would tell me the exact price that it is, and then I'll go in the market chat place, and the level 50 goes, oh, you need to be level 50 to get prime flow. You need to be level 50 to have this, because your mastery rank's too low. I'm not going to sell to you. And that's all it is. They try and utilise, oh, you must have a higher mastery rank to sell to you. No, you don't. You can sell a mod or anything in the game, unless it's not mastery rank locked or have a requirement for you to be a certain mastery rank. If anything that hasn't got you saying, like I showed you in the foundry at the start of the video, if it hasn't got a set requirement, it doesn't require anything to get it. You can obtain it. So as long as it's not mastery rank locked, so say if you wanted the Galleon Prime, you have to be mastery rank 13 to be able to use it. But it's not mastery rank locked for you to able to be buying it. And that's what they try and trick you into thinking, that, oh, because you're not mastery rank 13, I'm not going to sell it to you because you can't use it. It's a pointless sale. You're just going to be sitting it there till... But I'm like, what if... For me, I don't care what level you are. I will sell to you no matter... once I get the set price for things, I would sell to people the price that is going on the market. I'm not gonna rip people off and get money from try and make platinum and get loads of platinum out of you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give you fair enough deals, or even trade you the thing I want, the thing you want from it. I'll ask you, rather than buying it with plat, can I trade you anything? Do you have any value for a... Do you see the worth of having a... Say for example, I've got a full Rhino Prime. If I've got a full Rhino Prime set spare that I've grafted to get in the game, I've grinded to get, and I've got another Rhino Prime set, I'll trade for that mod. Can I give you a whole Rhino Prime set for that one mod, sort of thing? So I can bargain with you. I ain't got plat right now, but I've got a primed Rhino set. Would you be willing to trade that? So you don't even have to use platinum, is what I'm saying to you. You don't have to use platinum as a money system. You can use the weapons and the frames as a trading system, and that's what I like. It's got multiple... This is what I love about Warframe, man. It's got a load of methods for you to able to progress with the game. And them people that are going around saying you need to be mastery rank 50 and all that bollocks, I'm mastery rank 10 and I'm getting told by mastery ranks that are lower than you. So say then, for example, there's a mastery rank 50 going around saying, I've come across them numerous of times, going, oh, I'm mastery rank whatever, and you need to be this the same mastery rank as me because I'm not going to trade with you. And that's all it is. They don't want to trade with you because you're a low mastery rank. That's all it is. It's not that there's no limit on what you can trade. There's no cap saying I can't trade with you because you're low level. The game doesn't say that. The game says you can trade with anyone, and do you know what I mean? You find that the game you can trade with anyone, because like I said, Cobra's traded with me and he's mastery rank 24. I'm mastery rank 10, so he's a couple levels higher than me, or more than a couple. He's well higher than me, and like I said, he's 24, and he would say that he would say that if you're low level, if anyone's going around telling you that, oh, I'm master rank 50, and in the trade marketplace, like, oh, they will take advantage of you and go, I want so and so plat because they're trying to take advantage of you. Just don't don't listen to them. Do research and ask other people in the trade marketplace how much would you sell your mod for at a reasonable price. Like I said, Prime Flow doesn't go, regular flow I mean, doesn't go for 150 plat. As I was saying, it doesn't go for that. But if I was to sell it for 150 plat, because I've done the research on the wiki page to see how much it is, but at the time, and it was going for 150 plat, and I've got 10 of those, I could use that money, not money, I'll use that that mod to make the in-game currency. And yeah, I would then be able to go and buy, like I said, a Rhino Prime or whatever you wanted, whatever you so desire in the game. But like I said, just make sure you, if you're new to the game, make sure that you don't get taken advantage of, because on PlayStation 4 I see it all the time, man. Like I said, my brother is Master Rank 16, and like he would tell these higher Master Ranks, don't try and take me for a mug, because you think you've done everything in the game and you just want to make plat now because you're Master Rank 50, and that's all them people want to do really. They want to make money out of you, and they want to get the most out of the mods. Me, I sell for reasonable prices. I'll do research, ask my mates how much is Prime Flow going for, how much is any mod I want. So say for example on the Flow Talk, if I was selling Flow and I wanted it, I would go and ask a higher mastery rank person in my friends list, not on the actual community page of Warframe, how much would you sell it for if you was to sell it, and then they will give me a rough price for platinum, if we're talking on platinum in the game, which is what the currency is in the game that you can make. Yeah, I would ask those and they would tell me, yeah, they would tell me it goes for this price, and then I'll go, I got told by, and then I go and look from the price and I come across a mastery rank higher than me, and they will go, oh, I want, say for example something stupid, I want 100, I want like 400 plat for it. I was like, I got told it goes for 150 plat, and I've done the research and checked the wiki page and whatever, because that's what I'll recommend to new players. Make sure you do the research before you go and buy stuff in the store, because them higher ranked people can be arseholes at times, man. That I've come across it all the time. They try and take advantage of the low level mastery ranks and say, oh, you need to be mastery rank this. You don't. I've been told it numerous times that you don't have to be mastery rank. And then what I'll do is get my brother, when he used to live here, he would take my controller, because I didn't know at the time how to trade with people. That was something I only recently learned a couple of years ago, and he sat down and taught me how to use that at one point. But my brother used to be doing all this talking on my console. I'll give him the controller, he would then go in the chat box and say, this ain't Elite Joe that you're talking to for prices, I'm mastery rank 16 in my game on my console, and you're trying to just take advantage of my brother because, or me in that sense. My brother he'll go, you're trying to take advantage of Elite Joe, my brother, because he's mastery rank 10 or whatever mastery rank you're at. You could be mastery rank 7 for all I care, and they're trying to take advantage of you, and it's not fair. And he's like, I've played the game longer than my brother, I've been on it since it first came out, and he will just go around telling them, no, you're just trying to make more money than you need to make, and you're being greedy, and then they tend to go, alright, you know what you're doing, and you've got people behind you that are giving you information to be able to progress in the game. And I said, I want to be able to progress in the game, and like I said, The only difference between a normal Warframe and a Prime Warframe is that just the stats go up a little bit. That is the only difference that I see with Warframes, in my opinion, is that yeah, a Prime and like there's, like I say, on the topic of having Warframes and weapons, like I said, the only difference between the Prime weapon version and the Prime whatever version is the stats are a little bit improved. So like for example the Ignis and the Ignis Wraith, they the normal Ignis does a certain amount of it's got a certain stat that's high on it, and then the Ignis Wraith, which is the better one, has also it's either higher or less. So it like I said, it sort of juggles. You have to sacrifice a little bit of something to get something else. That's another tip. Like you will have to make sacrifices in this game, like depending on how you want to be set up, and no one can tell you your play style as well. That's another tip I will share with you new people. Like, but this Rhino build that I'm talking about, and we'll get back on this. This Rhino build, like I said, it is set up to be a tank. And later in the series, I'm going to show you how much of a tank it really is. And like I said, it hasn't been nerfed. Like I said, I've used this since like way back in the days, man. Like, and I said this build is so old, but so good still. Like like I said, I can go to the plains of Eidolon and survive out there. I can go to do defense missions and go to ridiculous amount of waves on my own. I don't even need a group of people to take me to 30 anymore. Whereas before I was going down every 2 seconds with Rhino, and I didn't know how to set him up. And then my brother was like, do you know what? Use this build and tank away, man. And like I said, I would recommend this build to anyone. And like I said, this is the build I'll recommend to anyone. Like if there's a Warframe I'll recommend for everyone to get to be a tank, this is the best tank you can have, man. Rhino. And my opinion, this is my opinion alone, the way my brother built this, like the founder of this build, my brother, with this mod setup, I would say to you that this is the best, and still the best, because it hasn't been nerfed. Like I've watched so many YouTube videos, and like I said, I was saying that I'll go out and try their builds and it just wouldn't work for me because it's not set up to the way I play. And like I said, I'll go down, didn't know what I'm doing, I didn't like the way it was set up, and I was just not thriving with it. And that's fair enough, because if one person can take a build and not be good at it, but then it takes another person to pick up their build and try it, and that's when you know your build's really good. If someone else can use your build and they can do what you're doing, then that is what I call a good build, and got the right to say it is the best build. Because like I said, me, my brother, Cobra, Dennis, and all them, and Josh, and everyone else we play with, and Jason and all them, if we were playing the game, this is the build that my brother will go, Joe, get your Rhino out, set it up like this, and then we'll set it up like this, and then we just blitz through missions. And like I say, we blitz through it in like and a mission that can take you like 40 minutes to do in real game time, it takes off another 20 minutes, and it takes you less time to do it in, and you just get shit done, man. If 4 people are running this build, this Rhino build, like it just, like I said, man, it's not been nerfed. And if it does get nerfed, like it might have been nerfed in the past. Like I said, we might have had the 1000 shield before, because I remember it being higher than 930. I really do. and I've been playing with it recently. Sorry about the coughing and all that, but I've played with it recently, and it's still tanky, man. On my own, it's still fucking tanky, man. I was doing some tests with this build still to see if it's any good still, because I know builds in Warframe, they get outdated and then there's no new updates. And like I said, I've been looking on YouTube recently just to, when I was thinking of coming back to Warframe, I was just doing some research, what's new to Warframe, what's the new area like, and I really want to test it in the latest area, man. And if it works in that, in Fortuna, as well, because I know it works in Plains of Eidolon, man. I've been in Plains of Eidolon enough times with this build, and we just go and go and go and non-stop going with the missions that we're doing, and it's an absolute beast. It works in every aspect of the game, man. I've never seen a build that works in the stuff before Plains of Eidolon and even the stuff after Plains of Eidolon. It probably will work in that stuff, man. I don't probably have to do no test or nothing, man. I know it's gonna work, but I'm praying it works as well, man, because like I said, this build, like when my brother showed me this build, man, I fell in love with this build because like I said, I wanted to be a tank when I set up. I wanted at least one Warframe set up to be a tank, and I knew straight away Rhino, it just said it in the name, was a tank to me. I was like, oh, Rhino, it sounds like a tank build. I had regular Rhino at the time, and then he showed me this setup. Yeah, a few things have changed, and like I said, probably the only hard things to come by is the rifle amp in the last video and the prime flow. And they're called aura mods, by the way. If you were watching in the last video, they're called aura mods, I think. And yeah, rifle amp is that aura mod. And yeah, it's built around rifle amp, man, because like I said, if you're running rifle amp with the rifle damage, and because that's what it does, like I said, you must be having a rifle. You can't, like I said in the last video, I made a mistake. I said that you could use any weapon with it, and no, you can't, because if you read it, it actually says rifle damage. So you need to have a rifle at least. A bow and arrow is not a rifle, so you can't put any weapon on and deal an extra 27% damage. You have to have a rifle on for you to get the extra 27% damage, otherwise it's just pointless. So like I said, use something like an Ignis or an Ignis Wraith, and then whatever your max damage is, you'll add another 27% on. And like I was saying in the last video, if you've got 4 people doing the exact same thing as you, a full squad with the exact same mods, maybe if they've got the rhythm mods, I might have to get my brother to put, if he's got rhythm mods on his Rhino, what mods he's got on his Rhino. And if my brother Jack's got any rhythm mods on there, I'll ask him for the names of the rhythm mods, and I will let you guys know. I'll let you guys and girls know that this is what you need to switch out. What will I need to switch out to replace the put the rhythm mods in, and then you'll have my brother's the full complete end game build. Because this, for me, my brother was like, Joe, this is just going to be the starter. This is just the normal regular Rhino starter build. But then he didn't expect it. Like I was saying, he didn't ages ago now in this video. He didn't expect it to be so good that it even works for end game stuff. Like, because my brother's got the rhythm mods, and he was like, Joe, have you got the rhythm mods yet? And I was like, no. And he was like, what? You're still running those the mods that I told you to run originally on it? And I was like, yeah, I still got the original setup. and which is this is the original setup we had. And like I said, my group of mates and my brother, we experiment and share information with each other and go, oh, we've changed this mod out. He'll post it on his community page, and like I said, it's public, and it's you can join the community page. I just need to get the name of the community page. I don't want to back out of the live stream because it'll make the screen go blue for you guys, and then that's when all the viewers leave. So I don't want to do that and ruin your experience of Warframe. And yeah, like I said, in this episode we're going to level up Hydroid, but I just want to share with you this build, and this is what you're going to expect me to be using when we go in the plains of Eidolon. And I'm just going to take this build everywhere, and you can all sit there and watch, or even if you're playing alongside this video yourself, are playing the game or planning to get the game, you have a build that works in every category of the game. Like when you're doing your story missions, I'll call them, like it'll blitz you through those. Like in no time you'll get to the fucking end game and mastery rank, whatever you want to be. Like I said, the mastery rank level you must be, I would say, like to aim for. I say, and it's not a, like I said, I'm only 2 away from it, so I'm at mastery rank 10. So you need to be 12. Like I said, I got told, and I've been told numerous of times by my brother and his mates, that you just need to focus on getting mastery rank 12, and then the game gives you the golden ticket. In a sense, it gives you the gate key to have everything else in the game. Because once you get beyond 12, you can get everything in the game. Like there's no requirements. Like you meet all the requirements for all the builds basically. Like for example, the Galliant Prime. If we come out of here and go Foundry, the Galliant Prime requires mastery rank 13 if I'm correct. So we go to melee weapons. Yeah, look, mastery rank required 13 and even 11. So by the end game 12 and higher, by 16 or 15 and higher, you'll be able to attain from 12 and above. You'll be able to attain most of the stuff in the game, and or not if all the stuff in the game, because you'll meet all the requirements for the building of it. And yeah, that doesn't mean you can't buy it. And so all them high-end people in the chat box, if we go back to that topic, in the community page, is saying, oh, you need to be mastery rank 50 because so and so, because whatever their bullshit they're trying to tell you, don't listen to them, because they're just taking advantage of you and mugging you off, and basically they don't know what they're talking about. They're talking out their arse, saying that, oh yeah, you need to be mastery rank 50 like me because I want to trade with you. That's all they're doing. They're just saying that because yeah, they're just saying that because they want to be a dick. Right? They want to take advantage of you, see if you know about the game or not. That's what they do. Everyone in the community page on PlayStation 4 alone just tries to see if you know what you're doing on the game. And if they find a person they can take advantage of, in my opinion it's wrong to take advantage of anyone anyway, but those people, they go around looking to take advantage of people because they can't be bothered to take the 150 plat that it's going for. They want to be greedy, and that's all it is. People want to be greedy, and like you go on FIFA for example, like they put the best players on FIFA. Like if you talk about soccer games, they them people, they, like for example on FIFA they have like Messi and Ronaldo. You know, everyone knows Messi and Ronaldo. They, like in the Ultimate Team, their card goes for fucking millions of coins, and it's the same process in this. Like the high-end people try and take advantage of the low end people that haven't got enough platinum or money to progress. And yeah, me in a sense, and my team of people I play with, and I'm comfortable, and I want to get them, like my brother, Jason, Josh, all those, when we got the chance, because you can't have more than I think 4 people in this game in a group at one time. And like I said, I have like 10 or 6 people I can play Warframe with, and I switched, and I've always got a solid team. And like I said, like, they've taught me so much in this game that when people try and take advantage of people and take advantage of me, and like I said, I help new people along the way anyway. Like, I'll go in public matches when I do decide to go in public matches, and I'm like, do you want to do this? And then they get to talking to me and that, and I'll be like, yo, they'll go, oh, can you help me? Like, the low levels will go, can you help me? Or lower levels than me, I would say. Lower levels than me. I help lower levels than me. Because, and like I said, some of the time I end up dragging the high-end people through the missions. And that's what everybody seems to like. Like, in my mates, they laugh about it. Like, my brother and my mates laugh about it. Like, they're bragging because they're mastery rank, whatever. But they can't even stand, like, fucking 10 waves in a small defense mission because their setup's completely wrong, and they haven't built to the way they're supposed to be building, and they think they know is best, and all they're focused on is getting the platinum money and taking advantage of people. They're not taking the time to learn and play the game. And like I said, I've got Cobra that I play with, I've got my brother Josh, Dennis, all these people, Jason, all these people that I play Warframe with. And like I said, Jason's just starting out on Warframe, so or getting back into Warframe, and like I said, I've been helping him, and because he's had bad experiences with this game and stuff, like, do you know what I mean? Like, well, not bad experiences, I wouldn't say bad experiences, but yeah, he's just he put it down for a number of times, and then he's seen everyone playing it again, and I don't blame him. He wants to play it again and give it another chance. And like I said, everyone that puts this game down, this is why this game's so good, anyone that puts this game down, they pick it up again, because you can't get enough of this Warframe, man. And I encourage new players, and if you're on my channel watching and whatever, yeah, just watch out for those people that want to go in the marketplace and say that you need to be mastery rank 50. Anyone saying you need to be higher than, anything higher than mastery rank 12, and they're saying you need to meet a certain requirement, it's a load of bullshit. Because if you're, like I said, I got told, if you're, I've been taught, and I know this, if you're mastery rank 12 and above, you get everything in the game. You can get anything in the game, and that's what I'll encourage new people to do. Get yourself to mastery rank 12, and that's what I'm aiming. I'm not even mastery rank 12, so me and myself, you'll see me do the requirements to get to mastery rank 12. But like I said, for the Galleon Prime, I've got to be one higher than 12, so so I need to be 13. But yeah, on a sense of people taking advantage of people in the fucking community page for or in the chat, the marketplace where you trade, the trade box thing, yeah, just watch out for those people that take them high-end people, because all they're set out is making money. That's all they want to do. I've done everything in the game, all I want now is just to earn platinum and just sell and trade things, and sell and trade things. So yeah, just if you're new and starting out on Warframe, like I said, I'm starting out on Warframe and it's all new to me again, so I'm learning things as I'm going along. But like I said, I've got enough people and the army behind me, I call them, like Cobra, and my brother, and like I said, if I need to talk to Green, I can, who's the leader of my dojo, they would give me the information and say, Joe, you need to do this. And like I said, I give them the credit in my video because they've taught me everything. And like I said, when I see someone trying to take advantage of you because of your mastery rank, they can, them people can go fuck themselves for all I care. Excuse the language, but they can go and do one basically, because no, I'm mastery rank 10. I know enough about the game, and when I see people like telling me that, oh, you need like 1,000 plat just to get a regular flow in the fucking chat box, I'm like, no, you're just trying to take advantage of that poor sod, man. And this guy said yes to it, and I'm like, why are you charging someone 1,000 plat for I was like, mate, don't click accept. And that's what I put in the thing one time, like ages ago. I put in there, don't buy it, because he's just trying to rip you off. And I went, and then they invited me into a party. He was like, oh, why are you trying to? He was like, why are you trying to impose on my build, on my sale?
I was like, navigation
I was like, I'm not trying to impose on your sale, but if you want a regular flow or prime flow, I'll sell it to what it meets on the wiki page, and that's what I sell to. I don't care if I'm getting 150 plat or 10 plat. Any plat is better than no plat, and for me, so if you ain't got no platinum in the game and you want to make platinum, that is the best way to make platinum. Just don't watch out for them people that take advantage of you and ask you, oh, here's a regular flow, I'm going to sell it at 1,000 because I want to make the most out of it, I want to get enough money to buy everything in the game, sort of thing, man. No, you can't get everything in the game in one day, in a sense. You can't. It takes time, and it takes the effort to put in, and them people, like, this is one game I grind on. Like I said, on Ark you see me spawn in shit, because to me, I've played that game enough time on Ark Survival Evolved. I've played it legit, I've played it with admin commands, so, which is a sense cheating. I put them cheating in brackets, because, or hyphens, because you're cheating in that game if you use admin commands. No, I'm not cheating, I'm utilising what the game offers me in Ark Survival Evolved. In a single player world, why do I want to go around playing it legit on my own in Ark Survival Evolved, in my opinion, with nobody else in my world? Why do I want to go around and play it properly? Like, I played it properly, like when it first came out on the island on that game, so get on that topic about Ark Survival Evolved, if anyone's watching from that. I will be going back on that, but not yet because I'm too focused on Warframe. But like I said, people say, oh, you're cheating, and that's essentially what they're doing. It's like me cheating on Ark Survival Evolved, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Putting the admin commands just to reap rewards quicker and get the resources quicker. But you can't do that in this game. You can't admin spawn stuff in, you can't do none of that. Yeah, that's out of your control. But what people do is try and make enough platinum, if that makes sense, by taking advantage of the lower mastery ranks. And I'll say, if you're new to the game, watch out for that, because yeah, people always in this game, because they've done everything, or they seem to done everything, to them they said, oh, I've done everything with Warframe now, I'm gonna just sit there and make enough money out of it, I'm just gonna make platinum out of it, and just keep buying and making platinum, and buying and making platinum, and that's all they do all day. They come on Warframe, log on Warframe, don't do no defense missions, don't even help no low level people, and share their knowledge with the game, how to progress, like they should be doing. in my opinion, is helping the community out and helping people progress. They don't, but it's each to your own how you want to play your game. I can't tell people how to play the game, but in my opinion, if I was a high level, I would encourage people to share their knowledge with the game, so other people can reap, do you know what I mean, get what you can get out of the game, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just don't like it when like I said, I saw someone trying to sell a primed flow for 1,000 a couple of years ago, and that's a true story. I saw that and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna jump in and save this level 6 mastery rank guy from buying a freaking regular throw or prime flow. I can't remember what one, but it was either one of those, for 1,000 plat, and I was like, it's probably worth less than that. I did some research wikis, and like I said, at the time it was 150 plat for whatever one he wanted. I can't remember what one. It might have been the prime flow, and they were selling it for 1,000 to him, and I stepped in and I said to the higher level, I'm mastery rank 10, and he was like, oh, what the fuck do you know, you're only mastery rank 10, I've been playing this game for so long, and yeah, you need to be this requirement and you need that requirement and you need to meet my whatever I say you've got to buy. No, I went, no, you don't. You don't have to be the same mastery rank as the person. You don't even have to like, do you know what I mean? All that bullshit that people spew just to get more shit out of you and take advantage out of you, and he didn't like it. And I was like, if you want a prime flow, I have a stack of 10. You could either, you don't have to give me platinum for it. You could either give me, have you got anything that in your inventory that I might be interested in? So have you got any prime parts? I would ask for, innit? What prime parts have you got for? And that's something me and my mates always do. We ask, have we got any prime parts? Either it's with my mates or people in the community page. I always ask, have you got prime parts, and we can go and trade, rather than getting platinum. If you haven't got platinum, you can always trade, and that's what I said to this guy, man. You don't always have to, you can trade the mod for a primed part, and yeah, I'll take the mod and then I'll give him the prime parts, or the other way round. Whatever item you want, you can do it that way. So if you're new, just watch out for new to the game. Just watch out for those people that say you need to be mastery rank 50 and all that nonsense. The only mastery rank you need to get to, in my opinion, and I've been told, and like I said, the information I will share with you guys if you're new, is that get to mastery rank 12, because you can get everything then. Like, there's no requirements needed, because that's what I've been told, and the more people know about that, then the better off for you. Because like I said, man, it's just annoying when you go on Warframe, and then I'm mastery rank 10 now, as I said, and I go buying things, and like I said, my brother will step in. I have to go, Jack, how much does this go for? And he'll go, or I'll ask my mates, and they'll go, oh, it goes for so and so, this goes for so and so, yeah. So just make sure you check up on the wiki page how much things going for in the game, and then how much plat it goes for, and then if it's a reasonable price you feel happy to spend on, then spend it. Like I said, if you're happy to pay 1,000 plat, and this guy was like, I really don't, and he was even saying in the comment, like in the comment box, I really don't want to spend that amount of plat on a game. And I was like, how have you got that amount of plat? Because, do you know what I mean, you must be spending a lot of money, putting a lot of money into those platinum pack things that you spend, and that's all well and good to you to doing that, but you, like I said, you don't have to go down the money method in this game, and that's what I love about this game. You don't have to go down spending your real life money to progress in this game. You can utilize the chat boxes if there's not dickheads in there telling you that you have to be this mastery rank and that mastery rank, and oh, you need to give me a 1,000 plat, for example, to get a regular flow, or even a primed flow for that matter. They're just trying to make the market go in their favour, basically. That's all they're trying to do, and take advantage of you. So if you're new, just watch out for those, because like I said, I don't want you getting ripped off, especially if you're on my channel. And if you ever want to trade with me, like I said, you can always put your gamer tags in the comment section, and I'll add you, and say, and just as long as you message me or say to me, oh, I've seen you on your YouTube channel, and I want to trade with you. Have you got anything worth trading with me? Or I play Warframe and I want to trade. I want someone that don't rip you off. Like I said, my friends are usually, and me are usually, and my brother are usually. Well, no, we're not usually. We are reasonable people, and we will give you what you want. Like we will make you feel so comfortable that, like, you know what I mean. You don't know, you know what I mean. That you'll be happy, I'll be happy, everyone will be happy. Like, you know what I mean. You get people cheering. Oh, I got a prime one, and we go, well done for you. Like, you know what I mean. That was a good bargain, that, man. And like I said, we give you the fair prices, is what I'm saying, man. We'll give you the fair prices, man. Like I said, we might ask for a little bit extra for profit, like a little bit of profit, but like I said, we're not asking for extortion amount of profit. Like I said, prime flow, like I said, if you want one prime flow, like I said, if it was going for 150 platinum, not fucking 1,000 platinum, like some dickheads trying to make 1,000 platinum on a fucking regular flow, man. Good luck with that, I said to him. I was like, if you get one, you know, if you get one idiot that wants to spend 1,000 plat, or just one guy that wants to spend 1,000 plat for because he's got plat falling out of his arse, then fair play to him. But if you're like me, a new person to the game, or like, not like me, new to the game, or low level like me, I mean, and you're new to the game is what I meant to say, and you don't have any knowledge of the game, it's just yeah, just watch out for those people that want to take advantage of you, man. Because like I said, some people just want to make money on this game, man, and then there's other people that actually want to help people. And I fall into the help people category, and if I can share my information about builds, how the buying system works in this game, because I've been told by, like, in my opinion, by the best people I could, other than the creators of the game. To me, my brother and my mates are the best knowledge people I know about Warframe, and I always ask questions about Warframe, and they share me information, and they share their information and their knowledge with me, and I share my knowledge with all yous that watch my channel. And yeah, Warframe to me is the best game that is free to play, man. There is no better game, man. Like, it's so advanced. It's better than most AAA games, like I said, that have come out in recent years. Like I said, this game's how old now, and I still play it, man. I've tried to get rid of this game, man, so I can do other streaming stuff. And like I said, I'm just falling in love with it again, man. But like I said, man, yeah, my Rhino build, if you're just watching, this is the Rhino build now, and yeah, man, just if you're new to the game, I would say try this out, man. This build is if you're looking for an OP Rhino build, man, and like I said, this thing survives it anywhere. The only place I haven't been with it yet is the new area, man. The new area, like the latest update. I haven't been in that place yet, man. Whatever it's called, I haven't been there. The only place I've been is Plains of Eidolon and anything before Plains of Eidolon. And like I said, this build's been around well before Plains of Eidolon even got a sniff of a mention. Like before anyone even knew we was getting Plains of Eidolon. I've been using this build for so many years. Like I said, it might have been nerfed. I can't remember if we had 1,000 shield capacity and what have you at one point, over 1,000 shield capacity at one point, and it might have been nerfed, but it's, even if it has been nerfed, it still holds up and it's still a tank. It still gets you through them 30 flipping waves, them up to them big boy waves, like, you know what I mean, them big boy and girl waves, like, you know what I mean. You want to be able to get to them 30s and beyond. This is a build that can get you there, and like I said, if you want to go Plains of Eidolon with it, you don't have to take any of the mods out. To, like I said, most of them YouTubers, they have like 12 fucking builds for one fucking rhino, and because they're, oh, you need to do salties, you need to do like I said, this thing can go in salties, this thing can go in Plains of Eidolon through the missions, and it probably can even drag you through the new stuff. In all facts, man, it'll tank you through the new stuff, man. And yeah, like I said, you can sit in a defense mission for days, mate. You can sit there for days if you have 3 or 4 of you running this build. Like I said, when we set it up, it's set up to be around rifle amp, and like I said, later in the series, if not later on today, I'm gonna try and get my brother and 3 other people to set up this build. And like I said, man, the rifle amp stacks on top of your rifle damage. It stacks the extra 27% of damage onto your rifle, whatever your rifle is, whatever your rifle damage is at, it increases it by another 27%, which is quite a lot, to be honest, and that's maxed. So if you don't know about the system, the way you know it's maxed, your mod's maxed, is you see the blue dots on underneath it. The little blue dots. So these little blue dots down here on this line, like I mean, that if you've got it maxed, like I have, and it will deal 20 plus 27 damage. And like I said, if I can get my brother and a group of mates just and stream us all playing Warframe, and I'm trying to encourage them to broadcast and go on YouTube and share their information, because like I said, my brother's more experienced than me. He's got a community page, as I keep saying and mentioning the community page, but I need to get the name of the community page, so if you want to have a look at that, it's open to the public. So if you join that, if you want to join that, you can join that, and there's like starter builds on there, there's end game stuff, and like I said, most of the end game builds is more my brother and my mates posting that are higher mastery rank than me. And like I said, the mastery rank in this game
there's
is,
a time limited mission available. Check navigation.
yeah, the mastery rank in this game is absolutely, there's nothing but bragging rights. There's nothing it's, oh, I'm mastery rank this because I've played the game longer than you. That's all it is. It's that sort of chat, man, and it's a load of bull. Like, I mean, the way the game's set up is, it's not your mastery rank don't mean anything in this game, man. It just helps you progress through the story. That's all it's for, is to progress you through the story. It doesn't mean anything like, oh, you're it's to like I said, you get tests when you do the, if you're new to the game, when we do the master rank 11 thing, you'll see what I mean. I'll stream it. Like every time you level up, if you're new to this game, you have to do a little, I call it a little simulator thing, and it's just to get you used to the game. I think, like, it's just to test to test you, innit? It's like a little mini test. It's like having a school exam, but Warframe style. Like, they test you to see if you, do you know what I mean? So you can progress into the next bit. That's all it's for. It's not like people say you need to be mastery rank 50 so you can, like some idiot said, oh, you need to be mastery rank whatever to sell stuff with people, and I'm like, no you don't. It's not, it doesn't say, the game doesn't, when you go into the thing, oh you need to be mastery, the game doesn't message you and say, or come up with a pop-up saying, oh you need to be mastery rank whatever to trade with a low level. You can trade at any level with any level, and that's what I like about this game, man. That's another thing I like about this game, man. You can trade whenever you want. You can get everything in the game by grinding, like I said. And if you want to plug money into the game like I have, I've plugged real money in the cosmetic stuff. Like, I got my galleon, the normal galleon, man. I'm glad I bought that when I did. I bought a pack that come with a frame, and like I said, this game deserves that, man. Like I said, when people play this game, everybody that's like I've played with, they've put money into the game because they feel the same way I feel about this game, man. That it deserves your hard-earned money, because it's such a good free-to-play game, man. It's so advanced with the mod system and the cosmetic side of it. No one ever looks the same, no one ever builds are the same, unless, like I said, you've looked at a YouTube video or a live stream and you've basically copied that build because you think you can do well with it. And like I said, me, I play, like I said, I do my research. Like I said, I look at YouTube. I'm one of those people that will look at YouTube and find, or wiki pages, and find builds and test them out. I test the builds, innit? I go around testing their builds and see if I can play with it. And like I said, when I was setting up my Rhino, this build, I was going to my brother, I keep going down. I was complaining about it every time. I said, Rhino supposed to be a tank, yeah? Well, how comes he keeps going down every 5 minutes, man? And he was like, Joe, it's not about like being the best, this game. And that's what I love about this game. There is no right or way or wrong way of doing things, but at the same time, there is a right way and a wrong way to set up your guy. Like I said, if you don't know that Rhino's a tank, or whatever frame you're looking at, or whatever gun you're running, like I was saying in the last video, whatever gun you're running, whatever warframe you're running, look at its stats. So under the capacity in the left corner, look at what stats it's got. And like I said, whatever its highest stat is what you want to build into. And that, in my opinion, is how to know whether a warframe's a tank, whether it's going to be good in a stealth mission, whether it's going to be good in whatever mission you want to do, really. And like I said, no warframe, or no one can say this is the best build, but they can only say it's best for them, is what I'm saying to you, innit? There's no such thing as, oh, this frame is shit. And that's what I like about this game. Another thing I like about the game is that it doesn't, no warframe, no weapon is shit in the game. It's this mod system is one of the best things in a game I've ever seen in a long time, man, because like it all involves you putting on mods, and like I said, no mod is useless. No mod is useless, but in my personal opinion, Like I said, I've got a personal opinion like everybody else. The only mod for me that I feel is useless is ammo capacity. Because like I said, if you set up your carrier the way I have it set up, I'm picking up ammo off the floor anyway, so it's a useless mod in the sense. It's useless because I'm picking up ammo anyway. I don't need extra ammo if I'm picking up ammo off the floor. So if you haven't got your carrier set up like this with this ammo case that converts it converts the ammo off the floor into the ammo that you use. So any ammo that's dropped on the floor by the enemies, whether it's whether it's freaking sniper ammo like I was saying, whatever ammo drops on the floor, it converts into the ammo that you're using. So whatever your primary weapon is. So if you had your Ignis, I'm going to put Ignis on this, and yeah, it, like I said, this is my Ignis build set up for corrosive. So like I said, it will convert all the ammo on the floor into my Ignis ammo, and or rifle ammo as it will be called. So no matter what it drops on the floor, so that's why I say that the ammo mod is, or ammo drum is it called, yeah, ammo maximum, yeah, max, and it gives you 5% max ammo. And that's another one that you don't really need. But yeah, that's why I'll say those are that mod's useless in a sense. Well, that's why it feels to me anyway. But you might find a use for it, and that's what I like about this game. Someone could say, I could say that it's useless, and then you go, no, it's not useless in your video or whatever you want to do, and you would say, oh no, it's not useless, Joe, because I use it, and if you found a use for that mod, then it's not useless. But for me, the way I've got my character set up, and that's what I'm talking about there, is however you set it up to be, the mods that other people tell you to use can be useless for that setup. So there's no, the way I'm built is that all my warframes evolved around my carrier, like in a sense, like for gun wise anyway, for the gun wise, like all my builds have this on. Like my carrier's always coming with me, so all my builds, no matter what I'm running, the ammo will be converted into whatever I'm running. So whether I'm running my bow, whether I'm running whatever I'm running, it's built around this mod in a way as well. So it will because I won't have to and things are, you know what I mean, like things will be useful for you. And if you find a use for the mod, like none of the mods are useless, like there's always a use for a mod. Like people say, oh, get rid of the bronze mods because they're useless, they don't do anything, and I'm like, well, I've got bronze mods that I use. But there's, like I said, if you've got enough gold mods and whatever colour mods you're running that are better than the bronze mods, so the silver mods, and if you can get a whole build full of silver and gold mods there and river mods, then yeah, the bronze are no good to you no more. Like, do you know what I mean? Or because you're not using them.
A new alert has begun. It will be marked on navigation.
Because you've got the so-called better mods. But yeah, I've always find use for bronze mods, like the vitality and the steel fiber and the reduction. They're bronze mods. But like I said, I know about the game, and enough about the game. I know enough about the game to say that they are good bronze mods, and they're so easy. Like I said, vitality, you can just run spear on Mars, and it will just, the defense mission on Mars, and it will just constantly, like every time you run it, like you could leave after 5 waves, and in the 5 waves you will have at least 1 vitality drop on that alone. And yeah, in my personal opinion, this build is one of the best builds. And yeah, if I can share my knowledge with this build and have people running this build, it'll be useful to those people, man, to new people. So if I can share with the new people that are to the game and don't know about the game, or are looking to buy not buy the game but download the game and play it, whether you're on whatever platform you're on when you're watching this, when you find this video, I just want to be able to share my knowledge. And like I said, man, I look to help people, man, and if I can help one person in a video become not OP, but if I can help one person learn something about the game or learn numerous things about the game, then I've done my job as a streamer. I've helped people play a game that they like and I like, and they've learnt something new. Yeah, so enough of the talking about what I like about Warframe, but yeah, this build, back to the build talk, this build that I'll be showing you later on when I actually go out into wherever I'm going to take it, you're going to see it on the streaming channel, man. And yeah, man, it's built around Rifle Amp, as I keep saying. So if you're new and watching this, Rifle Amp is what I build my Rhino around, and them, like all my mates and that use this build. If you have 4 of them, as I keep saying, if you have 4 people running this exact build, no matter what the the river mods are, without the river mods, this will still get you through the end game stuff. So if you want to go out and use this thing, this build, you need to thank my brother Beware of Jack for building it, and you need to thank me for showing you it. Yeah, because like I said, man, this build can get you through everything in the game, man. Not just, like I said, most YouTubers have 30 freaking builds for one character because they can't take it in a defense mission, or they can't take it in a salty. They have a salty build, they have this build, they have a Fortuna build, they have a Plains of Eidolon build, and they have to keep switching out mods. With this Rhino build, you don't never have to switch out any mods. You can go in salties, you can go in defense missions, survival missions, your story missions. You can go in your your campaign missions. I mean, by story missions, I mean campaign missions. You can, like I said, you can, like if you've got friends that are new to the game that are just getting started, you can rank them up with this build, man, and you can like tank them through it, drag them through it. And if you have 4 people running this build, a group of 4, like I said, it freaking like drags you through the mission quicker than you usually would be dragged through it, man. Like, some of the missions take ages to do, and this build just demolishes everything in sight, man. And like I said, if it wasn't for my brother, I wouldn't never have. Once he showed me this build, man, I was set. And like I said, it's been years since he showed me this build, and it's been a good couple of years since he showed me this build, and it still holds up to this day, man. And that's a rare thing to see in Warframe, man, because like I said, it always gets nerfed. Shit gets nerfed so quick. Like I'll watch a YouTube video and it's like 5 years out of date, like not 5 years, but you know what I mean, it's like a couple of years out of date, and then I'll be like, oh, let's try that, it looked really good, and then I realise the video's out of date now. But if you're new and you're looking for a build for Rhino, or even Rhino Prime, regular Rhino and Rhino Prime, this is the build you want to run. Like I said, if you can get everything maxed out as well, you'll be doing a lot more. And like I said, man, this is a tank build, man, and we're going to show it off later in the series, man. Hopefully when I get my brother, a few other people, we will show you how it works and how it holds up. Like I said, we'll do some tests with one of us having the same build, 2 of us, 3 of us and 4 of us, and then I'll be streaming it, and then you see how quickly we do things, man. Because like I said, man, the more people know and I can help, and like I said, this is one of the only builds I can say you can go out and copy and you will feel comfortable building, because 4 people or even 5 of us or 6, the amount of people we've shown this build and they're running it, they've picked it up and they've learnt it so well that that people, do you know what I mean, people thank us for it, man. So like I said, the more people know about this Rhino build, that you can take it, you can go anywhere with it, man. Like I said, if it does get nerfed, like I said, it might have been nerfed in the past, because I remember being higher shield, and that's the only thing I can remember it having. Higher shield and higher health was a little bit higher as well, and armor was a little bit higher at some point. But it's been it was nerfed, and like I said, I've runned it, I took it out and run it in everything, and it's still like everything I could do before I can still do now, even though it's nerfed, and it's still tanky in my opinion, man. So yeah, hopefully you'll get to see that. But like I said, man, this video's just been me talking the whole time, man. I'm not doing nothing and showing off my builds, but yeah, I'm not doing much. But like I'm saying, man, like I said, if I can share knowledge with you, then that's my plan with any of my viewers, man. Like I said, the Ark series is on hold, so if you are watching and hoping to, and you are Ark viewers and you're hoping to, when you're going back to Ark, it's when I'm ready to go, like, you know what I mean, when I want to play it. Not like I said, I want to play numerous of games and stream a lot of things on my channel, like Warframe, and Ark, for example. I want to go between the two, and yeah, what's wrong with that, man? Just broaden my horizons a little bit. You'll find Assassin's Creed on my channel, you'll find Walking Dead, the Telltales thing on there, there's God of War videos and bits and pieces, there's all sorts of games I play on my channel, man. But yeah, I stream whatever I feel necessary, and this is one of the games I'm coming back to, and I'm streaming. So whenever I'm on Warframe, whether I'm doing a defense mission, whether I'm leveling up, whether I'm talking about builds, whether I'm whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna be streaming, innit? So yeah, that's what you gotta look forward to, man. And yeah, so from my opinion, so like I said, man, if you're new, and like this is for new people watching, man, I don't care about them high level people that are mastery rank 50 and whatever. This is not a video for you guys, man, because like I said, go back to trying to make your money, man. But if you are new and you want something, and you do watch this and new, like I said, and you want to test yourself and try out new stuff, I recommend you to try this build out, man, because like I said, man, it holds up. It holds up in them later waves. You can, like I said, it goes beyond 30. It takes you 30 and beyond. And like I said, my brother might have a couple of rhythm mods that need to go on here, man. And that's all that needs to happen, innit? Like 1 or 2 rhythm mods that need to go on here. But if you haven't got the rhythm mods, set it up like this, stick it on your normal Rhino, and then, like I said, Bob's your
New
uncle.
alert marked on navigation. No.
You'll be able to do sorties, survival missions, campaign missions, and like I said, you'll be able to go in the plains of Eidolon and all the newer stuff. This build can take you there, man. So yeah, whether you're using regular or primed Rhino, this is the build you want to run. But like I said, man, I'm going to be making many more Warframe videos, sharing my knowledge of starter builds with yous, because like I said, man, I'm learning whatever I learned from Jack and Cobra and Green and all those people that have knowledge. Like Green doesn't play the game no more, but he still logs in, and he will still do things for the guild, and share his knowledge. And like I said, those guys have taught me, and I want to teach the rest of the world that, yeah, and I'm giving it a good old try in this video, to be honest, man. So like anyone watching, I thank you for watching as well, because like I said, man, for me, I don't care about how many viewers I get. I care about, for me, why I make videos and why I want to do streaming full time and make money from it, is because me personally, I don't care if I get 1 view, no views, or any views. I'm going to put out content, and on the odd chance I get views, that 1 viewer that wants to sit and listen to me for God knows how many hours ranting about the game and ranting about other shit and other games I play, and then they learn something, then I've done my job, and then I've taught them about the game, I've taught them something new. And the more people that watch my videos and actually go to me, they've learned something new. And like I said, if you want to share your gamer tags with me, and yeah, if you want to share gamer tags and you want to ever trade, or you want to, do you know what I mean, you want to know about Warframe, then like I said, you can always add me as a friend, but make sure you message me in the comment section what you want, and what you want out of what you want to trade, or if you want to run missions. Like I said, just drop your game tags in the thingy and I'll add you as a friend or whatever, man. Like I said, because like I said, the more people I can help on Warframe at my rank and lower, at my mastery rank and lower, I've got so many things for mastery rank 10 and like lower than me, that builds you can run and all sorts of stuff. Because like I said, I got taught by, if not the second to best other than the creators, is my group of mates that have been sitting there. Like I said, to me they are the best. Like my brother and my mates that play Warframe, they're better than the creators, because like I said, the creators will put the game out and they have the knowledge of their own game, but they don't sit there constantly doing things, if you know what I mean, like constantly trying new builds and constantly reworking things, and they've got the creators have got maintenance. So I've been taught by the best people, by Green, Cobra, Jack, all them people, all my mates, right, that I play Warframe with. So they all getting a shout out, my mates and my brother, they're all getting shout out in this episode every 5 minutes, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be playing Warframe, I wouldn't have none of this knowledge. And they sit there, they're patient with me. Like I said, I'll ask 30 questions till it sinks in. I'll ask questions about the game till it sinks in my head, and there's days where I repeat the same thing over and over again, just so it sinks in my brain, so I remember that this is what I need to do to be able to progress in the game. And that's all I want people to do, is get to that next stage of their gaming, like their next stage. And if new people don't have any knowledge of the game, they've got to learn somehow, innit? So for me, this is going to be me teaching you and me learning myself. I'll be learning from, like I said, Cobra, Green, my brother, just asking them now and then when they're on, what's this do, what's that do? Because like I said, I'm mastery rank 10, they're like mastery rank 24s and above, or below as well. A couple of them are below, some of them above. So do you know what I mean? There's all sorts of mastery ranks in my group. Like not everyone's the same mastery rank. And like I said, I'm mastery rank 10. But I've been playing this game long enough, as I was saying, I've played this game long enough and been taught by the best people to be taught by, in my opinion, the best people to ever teach me how to play Warframe, to know how the game works. And I'm always asking new questions, and that's what my group of mates do, and the people I play Warframe with, that's what we all do. We help each other, we help the community out in Warframe, and that's what this gaming community is supposed to be about, man. Sharing your experiences and helping those in their need to progress and live survive in the world of Warframe. That's what it's all about, gaming, man. Bringing people together and having fun at the same time, man. And one way of having fun is learning about the game. And there's, like I said, I get, for me, in this game, there's certain things I'm not good at, like the hacking terminals. And I'm gonna be honest with you, don't ever ask me to go in a hacking terminal mission with you, because I will go with you, but I'll be doing all the killing. And hanging back and sitting back and keeping the ads off you while you hack the terminals. Because if you, like I said, I'm not the type of person that's going to sit there hacking terminals, man. I can't get on with that hacking system in this game. So that's why I play with my group of mates. You'll never see me doing the hacking. You'll see me doing the hacking and slashing, as in the fighting, but not actually hacking the terminals. I'm absolutely useless at hacking terminals in this game. And yeah, so that's me being honest with you. There's things I'm not good at, but like I said, if you've got a group of people and they all know what they're doing, and you listen and work together as a team to get you through the mission, this is what this game's supposed to be about: teamwork. And this is why I love Warframe, because it's not just solo play. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna be OP on my own. You can go down that road, yes, but it's also team based. Like, do you know what I mean? You're running in a group and you're doing the hacking missions and progressing your story and doing what you're doing to get to the next stage of your game. And that's what I like about this game. And yeah, you can work on your own, and you've also got the ability to work in a group. And I love running in groups. I can run on my own and do the solo missions, but I also love to run in a group. And yeah, if I can get more people that are new to the game or just starting out, or even at the same mastery rank, and I can teach a couple of the high-end mastery ranks a few tips as well and tricks. So mastery rank don't mean shit in this game, man. It's just bragging rights. So that's enough of that talk about mastery rank. But yeah, mods in this game, like I said, they come naturally over time. You just got to be patient with it. Like I said, you don't get mods. You can't get mods by buying them in the actual marketplace of Warframe, but you can trade mods to get the mods for that. You can trade for platinum, or you can trade for prime parts to get a mod. So however but I say, my opinion, the best way to get mods is grinding the mods on the missions. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend, unless it's a primed mod maybe, or a rhythm mod, I wouldn't bother asking for players to go and in the marketplace to go and buy it, because you can easily, like I said, if you've got a solid group like I have, we can go and just farm it and get it, so there's no point buying it. But like I said, if it's really not dropping for you, like if you're running with a good group and you always run with them and they've got the mod and it's not just dropping for you, then I'll say maybe try and trade someone something for the mod, or spend a bit of plat on the mod. But yeah, that's a tip I'll go for. I'll say try grind first, innit? Because that's where you're going to get the most enjoyment out of it. And I said, if you are new to this game, make sure that you are farming the fuck out of the game, man. Like, any resources you can get hold of, so all the loot boxes and stuff, make sure that you're going to them caches and stuff and getting all the loots, all the loot stuff and resources you need to be able to build, because you need resources to be able to build weapons. Like I said, you need to be able to build warframes, resources to build warframes, and you need resources to endo's a resource. you will need that resource to level up your mods. So yeah, make sure if you're new and watching this, make sure you just watch out for people trying to take advantage of you and stuff like that, man. I know I touched on that earlier. I'm not going to touch on it again because, like I said, my voice is getting sore. Yeah, you want to be able to. I just want to be able to share my knowledge on the game, man. And like I said, the last couple of days I've been doing WarFrame videos, like, as well as, like I said, weeks before that I was doing Ark videos. So the Ark videos haven't stopped, they're on hold. So the extinction videos I was putting out and aberration, they're on hold. So if you're watching and you want to wonder why I'm not, why Joe, why are you playing WarFrame, why are you ain't on Ark, it's because I'm on WarFrame and I want to play WarFrame and I want to stream WarFrame. Like, games I'm playing from now on, I'm streaming, innit? So that's the new thing. So anything you see me playing, I'm streaming. Because, like I said, the more viewers I get, the more likes I get, the more I get to do my dream job. And like I said, at the moment I'm doing my dream job off my own back. I don't get paid by YouTube to do this. I don't even get, you know what I mean? I'm funding it myself. Like, I'm using, like I said, I have mental health. I don't work. I'm using my benefit money to be able to stream. So plugging my money into gaming, and like I said, I pay rent to my mum. I'm 24. I pay rent to my mum, and the rest of my money goes into this gaming lark. And if I can get recognised enough so YouTube pay me, then I've got my dream job. Because like I said, I'm doing it off my own back. Like I said, I'm not like the big boy names. I'm not gonna name names, but you know who they are. They've got freaking 100,000 views and all that stuff. I don't care about that. I don't mind if I get one viewer or no viewers. I'm gonna put out content because purely I love gaming and I want to share my knowledge on that game with you guys. And if one person happen enough to watch my video, I'm thankful for those people that come in my video and sit there even for 5 minutes just listen to me rambling about a bunch of mods in a game, and they have no understanding of it, but they watch it. And then they go and buy the game, and then they're like, oh, I remember when Joe showed me that on EliteJoe showed me that on YouTube, and now I'm playing the game and teaching people. And do you know what I mean? If that's how the world should be, man. Like, learning things in the gaming community, that's how it should be. Like, whatever you get taught, teach the next person, because when you do decide to put down the game to go on that next game, the one under you can then teach the knowledge that you've taught him, teach the knowledge that he taught you to teach the next lot of newbies, because we all got to start somewhere. And like I said, in WarFrame recently I see someone trying to sell flow, a couple of years ago, trying to sell flow, regular flow, for 1,000, taking advantage of people, and then because of his mastery rank, and that's all it was. And that's not good, man. So So, do you know what I mean? If you're new, you just got to be careful
Tenno,
of those
there's a
people.
time-limited mission alert available. Check navigation.
You just got to be careful of those, man. Because, like I said, I don't want people to get ripped off, man. I want my viewers to be able to have a fair price. So, like, I mean, like I said, I've bought mods in the past, but like I said, there's times where people try and rip me off, and I'll just check with my brother or my mates, and they'll go, "No, Joe, it's not worth that. Don't pay that. You're getting ripped off." Tell him that I've said that I've played the game. I know someone that's played the game as long as you, and they're telling me that it goes for this amount of price in the market because they've checked. So make sure you're always checking. And if I'm going to say that throughout this video, man, because that's one thing I'm going to stress, is that you check, man, because it's only right that I tell you that there is arseholes in the game, and those arseholes, they need they need to learn their lesson, because like I said, like you can make the in-game currency, but you should be able to make the in-game currency fairly, so everyone gets a piece of the pie. Not one person gets all the. Do you know what I mean? It don't work like that, man. Everyone should get the piece of the pie, man. So, like I said, I don't care if I get 1 platinum in the series or 10 platinum or 100,000 platinum, for that matter. If that'd be the dream, wouldn't it, to have 100,000 plat, man? And that way, whenever something new comes out, you don't have to worry. But like I said, most people will spend their real life money in the game, and like I was saying, and that's why I got on this bandwagon of talking about the game in depth, because this game, everyone that's higher rated in the mastery ranks and that, the game deserves, and the creators deserve your money to keep this game going, man. And like I said, every year since the game come out, it's had new content. And like I said, it's not like, and it's all free content as well. It's not like GTA, where who's a AAA game, who make you buy the game separately, and then you have to pay for that, the extra content when it comes out. It's not like that, WarFrame, and this is why I love it, because WarFrame, it's free. You can download it whenever you want. As soon as you get your PlayStation, you can download it, and I recommend downloading this game. And you can get everything in the game. Every DLC in the game is at your disposal. It's forever getting updated. It's with new content in it. And like I said, I still ain't done a lot of things. Like I said, I'm mastery rank 10, and then like I said, I'm acting like I'm mastery rank 50. Like I said, man, I'm acting like them people that have been playing it for donkeys. And like I said, I'm mastery rank 10, and I have been playing this game donkeys. I just can't be bothered to level up to mastery rank 11 yet. Like I say, it doesn't stop me from doing anything from mastery rank 11. I can do it, but like I said, I'm nowhere near mastery rank. I am near. I'm just a little smidgen of XP away from being mastery rank 11 now. So yeah. So I need, as I said, the mastery rank takes ages to rank up anyway. So, like, it doesn't take ages. It's just you need to be leveling up things, and as you get progressing on, as you progress through the higher levels into double figures, you would find that you need a lot more things to level up to get infinity, to be able to get the XP for your mastery rank, basically. And yeah. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, man. So all you got to watch out in the up and coming series is my Rhino build. Will be touching on that when I get enough people to actually. I'll be like, guys, for my channel, can you run these mods? I want 3 of us to go out and run, or the whole group to run this build if you've got the mods. That so if my mates are watching this and just popped in to have a look at what I'm waffling about. Yeah, if they're watching, so my brother and all them, if you could run this build for us, and you know the Rhino build I'm on about, with me on my channel, and if I can get those to do that with me, and we go around doing the mission, like a couple of defense missions, showing you how long we can go in that with this build, take you on the plains of Eidolon with it, or to the plains of Eidolon, and the new place that they've brought out. We're gonna go and test it in all those places and just show you that yeah, this build can do sorties, this build can do everything. And like I was saying, this build, if you want a build where you never have to take the mods out and switch it over for another freaking setup, this does everything in the game. This can do sorties, this build can take you through sorties, to your defense missions, to your story missions, or your yeah, it will take you through the plains of Eidolon as well, and the endgame stuff, it will take you through that as well. And like I said, there might be a few, like I said, the river mods that might need to go in here, but when I get that information I will pass it on to yous, because like I said, you're going to see me progress through Warframe in whenever I decide to play it and stream it, when I'm not streaming Ark and other things. When I'm doing Warframe, it's just going to be about Warframe, man. And yeah, if my viewers are wondering why I'm not, oh Joe, you said you was going to do Ark, and I'm like, just bear with me, innit? That's what I say to them Ark viewers, is bear with me. I'm not on Ark today, but there's always another day in the calendar that I'll be playing Ark. It's because I feel like for me, I like to switch up my games and keep things new on the channel, man. And if I'm bringing back old footage like of Ark, like I streamed Ark years ago now, and yeah, I'm back streaming Ark again in 2019. And I streamed Warframe a couple of years ago now, and I did one video on it, and now I'm doing a whole series of Warframe in 2019, man. So yeah, and like I said, I'm mastery rank 10. As you can see, it says EliteJoe-P-M, and next to it is 10 on the right hand side corner of that little square box. So if I click on my name thing, so it says mastery, it says 10. So next to my name EliteJoe-P-M, it's got 10 next to it. That's your mastery rank if you're new to the game, and that's what level I am, 10. The white bar underneath your name is the how close you are to getting to the next, the XP bar for how long you're, like, it's like the ranking up bar for the mastery rank, so it shows you how close you are to your next rank, and then it just shows you what you're running. I'm running Rhino Prime at the moment, rifle amp, Ignis Wraith, so it's set up around so my Rhino's set up around rifle amp. And like I said, I encourage you to go out and test it for yourself, man. Give it a good go. if you're new. So if you haven't got the mods, when you do pick up these mods, so like I said, mods are easy and hard to attain. It's a bit of both. It's just grinding, really. And if you can withstand the grind to get these mods, so keep an eye out for these mods. And if you don't have these mods, just like I said, keep an eye out for those. And if you have the mods, why don't you try this build out? Is my little challenge for you guys in the Warframing community, man. I'm happy to share my build with you, and like this build that my brother shared with me, I'm now sharing it with the rest of the world, because he's already done that himself in the community page, because it's open to public. And we're just willing to help. And like I said, man, I want to be able to just help new people and share what I've learned in my Warframing experiences over the years. I've been playing this game for years, man. Like I said, I've come back to it off camera. I play it off camera, on camera. I play it whenever I get a chance to play Warframe. Whenever I feel I need to scratch that Warframe itch, I come and play Warframe, man. Because if that makes any sense, man. Like, do you know what I mean? When I get the Warframe itch, man, I want to go and play Warframe, basically. When I feel like I want to play Warframe, I'm playing it off camera, on camera, man. But from now on, whatever I learn, I'm just going to share with my viewers. If I don't care if I get any likes, I don't care if I don't get any viewers. What I care about is sharing my knowledge with anyone willing to listen. And if I can teach you something new, and I get taught as I go along, so that's what you've got to bear in mind, that I'm still learning. And there's always something to do in this game, man, and that's why it's going to be good content, a good game to stream, because in my opinion it's one of the best games to stream, because there's so much things you can do. So there's so much content I can put out. I can put out the builds, which I show you in my video. I put out numerous of things showing you how the game plays, really, what you can do in the game, just by not like you can go killing and that sort of thing, man. Show you killing, standing in a bunch of waves and killing, doing a defense mission like I showed you yesterday or early this morning. So yeah, man. So that's what I'll be doing, man. I just want to be sharing my knowledge. So if there's any new viewers as well, don't know what's happening, just when you get a chance, rewind this video or go back to a couple of videos ago on my channel. Yeah, and you will know what I'm on about in a sense, and you will learn something. I promise you that you will learn something, and that's my aim, is to teach you something new. If you already know it, then fair play to you, but I'm looking to teach those people who are just starting out on Warframe. And like I said, I'm just starting out. I'm Mastery Rank 10. I'm nowhere near endgame, but I've been to the endgame. Like that's what I mean. My Mastery Rank don't mean nothing, man. I'm Mastery Rank 10, but I'm doing endgame stuff. See what I mean? That's why Mastery Rank is used. There's no point in saying you're Mastery Rank this, because I could be Mastery Rank 10 and you can see me in Plains of Eidolon, for fuck's sake. doesn't mean anything. It just means you can brag. So that's what I'll tell my viewers, and you know what I mean? Listen to me, man. Don't listen to those people that, and if you come across any person that is trying to rip you off, just remember my advice. Go and check the wiki, see what the actual price is, or even add me as a friend and message me, and I will do that for you and tell you the actual price that it goes for. And yeah, I'll put a message in the description on in the comment box or whatever, that what mods is going for what at some point, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? If there's a mod going in the vendor where you can pick it up, like, you don't have to get mods in the trade market. You can actually go and get it by farming. So if you're fed up of farming and you ain't got the mod you need, I will tell you to go and buy a by all means, go and try to get that mod with your platinum and whatever, but make sure you ain't being ripped off, is all I'm saying. Make sure you're willing to play that the amount they're asking, because if you can get a regular flow for 150 and someone's selling it for 1,000, you've got yourself a bargain. And like I said, me, I don't care about the platinum, innit?
Tenno, a new alert has begun. It will be marked on navigation.
If I want platinum, I could go, like I said, if I want platinum, I could grind the platinum out by playing it properly, or I could just go on the store and buy the platinum. So for me, that's me, innit? Like, I can go on the store, buy a pack, spend however much one of the packs go for on the PlayStation Store for platinum, and I'm comfortable doing that, me, because I love this game, man. And if you're new, I wouldn't say do that straight away. Get to know the game, get to know it, see if you like it, get the feel for the game, and if it's for you and you come to the realization that I have, that yeah, the Warframe creators have done a good job with this game and they deserve full credit for a free to play game, and like I said, it's better than most. For me, it's better than most. Like, I play this more than I play fucking AAA games, man. I'm always on Warframe, man. I log in Warframe once a day because you get a login bonus reward. And yeah, they're always chucking you 20% off discount codes. And you know what I mean? The game don't slap you have to spend money in your face. It actually feels like you've got a choice if you want to. This game actually makes you feel like you've got a choice if you want to plug money into it. And for me, and most of the end game people I play with, that's how they say it as well. That's how they're on the same opinion as me, that yeah, Warframe's such a good game that I'll be willing to put my hard-earned cash out, real money, into this game. And like I said, I'm not trying to encourage new people to do the same thing I'm doing. That's your decision. What I'm saying is, in my opinion, I feel that because I've played Warframe, I'm always on it, and I like the cosmetic stuff and buying the Warframes. If you want to buy the Warframes, I've bought a couple of Warframes, man. But like I said, I will farm the Warframes as well, so, and get double of the Warframes. I wouldn't build it again. I would, like I said, that's how I make my platinum. in the game. So see what in this right hand corner if you're new, that's the platinum there, where the little symbol for platinum. Next to there's a 0 on the right hand corner next to the currency. So this is your currency where it says 2,474,635. That's credits. That's the in-game credits. And then we have the next to it is the little symbol for platinum, and it's got 0 next to it because I have no platinum. I'm broke in a sense for platinum, and I don't really care about the platinum right now. There's nothing I want to get at the moment. Well, there is some things I want to get, but you will see what I'll be getting when it. I'll tell you what I'll get. I'll do once I won't be showing you what I'm buying with my platinum. Like, no, I could do that actually. I could. Well, I won't show you me putting my. Like I said, before I come on Warframe, when I decide to put real money into the game again, when there's something actually worth buying for me, in my opinion, when there's actually something I want to buy, it might just be platinum so I can get a couple of river mods. So when I next get paid, I'm gonna put £50 on the PlayStation Store. I'm not gonna put much, so I'm gonna put 50 English pounds and buy me a platinum pack thing. See what offers Warframe on the store, on PlayStation Store, I have to offer, so I can get a few platinum things. And like I said, I'll show you how to buy a river mod, or even that mod I was asking for, Hydroid. That what's it called? That mod I need for Hydroid. I'll go and buy that. See how much that's going on the market for, so I can finish my Hydroid build, because I'll need it for Hydroid Prime as well. So that's why I'm going to buy it. So I have an endgame Hydroid build. So yeah, so once I remember the name of that, I'll be doing that. But like I said, I'll be putting the money. I won't show you putting the redeem code for the £50 wallet top up. I'm not going to be showing broadcasting then. Like I said, as soon as I log into Warframe and you see in the right hand corner I have platinum, when I feel like it, I will show you guys how to buy things. And yeah, me personally, I do plug real money into this game because I absolutely love this game, and by all means, man, if I can get more people so yeah, man. So that's what I'm about, man. So if I can teach people new things, and I'm learning as I'm going along anyway. So when I'm playing Warframe, like I said, I'm learning from my mates and my brother, as I keep banging on about, and I don't want to bore you with it, but yeah, I'm constantly learning, and any knowledge they pass on to me, I'm going to pass on to the rest of the world, and of Warframe, the rest of the world of Warframe. And like I said, you've got loads of test builds to be looking forward to. You've got a load of, in my videos, you've got a load of leveling up to see. You've got a load of all sorts of things, planes of Eidolon to look forward to. the new place, the new area to look forward to. So yeah, and like I said, you're gonna see me spend some platinum on some mods and show you what roughly the mods had to be a low level mastery rank, and do you know what I mean, not get ripped off is what I'm going to show you. How to get what you're after for what I call dirt cheap. Like, I mean, I said I don't mind spending anywhere, like for example some mods go for 100 plat, 200 plat. Man, if anyone's asking for freaking, like I said, the only mods that will go that sort of high, like 1,000 plat and stuff, is river mods. They're the only ones that I would say that will go into the high, like in not even the high, the low 1,000, because they're so hard to come by, they're so hard to unlock as well, the requirements you have to do for those. Yeah. That's why they go so hard. Not hard, that's why they go so high. For so high, man. I don't know why I said hard. But yeah. That's why they go so high. For so high in price. Those river mods. But anyone asking for a freaking regular flow and they're trying to sell it for 1,000 plat, that person's just being a dick. He's had to take advantage of the low mastery ranks, and that's why I'd say if you're new to this warframing lark, just watch out for those when you're in the trade marketplace area, in the market chat, man, because those people can be dicks, man. People can be dicks and try and take advantage of people. It's gonna happen in most games. It happens in most games. And I'm surprised, and I'm not surprised that it happens in this game as well. But if I can prevent it and share my knowledge on what to look out for, and how, like I said, the flow doesn't go for 150. I was just using it for an example. But like I said, a couple of years ago I see someone trying to sell it. I can't remember what the actual price at the time was for flow, so I just said 150 for example, innit? Because I know mods roughly go for 150 and or even less than that. Some mods can go for like 25 plat, depending on the mod, to get something else, and that's what this game allows you to do, man. But yeah, enough of that. Or any new people to
there's a
Warframe
time-limited
playing,
mission alert available. Check navigation.
just remember that, innit? That's all I can play the game and not get ripped off, man. Like I said, I've bought mods in the past. I've never spent nowhere near 1,000, innit?